What's going on, Landy boy?
Oh, not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
Oh, here filming, oh gosh, this is 46 or 47? I feel like you'd remember. I think it's 46.
I'm pretty sure it's 46. So,
I'm gonna go with that. I usually
in
check before
keeping
the
with our
episode, I
tradition,
forgot.
yeah, I assume this is 46. So, shout out to Aaron Baines, one of
Okay.
the basketball players of all time. He's probably the most famous
One of.
person who ever wore the number 46. So, he sucks at basketball, but shout out Aaron Baines
Okay.
for wearing number 46.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. I got a couple things to start the episode off with if you just want to get right into some topics.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So, the first one, I guess I'll start with this one because it kind of pertains to the show. Uh, the last two episodes, not gonna lie, didn't turn out so great. And I think I figured out
Yeah.
why. Not because of the quality of the content. Basically, so I record these at 60 frames per second. My
Hmm.
TV, well, I had my PC set to run at 120 FPS on my TV, which now supports that. And I've only
Hmm.
had that for the last two episodes. It turns out when you're displaying at 120 hertz, but you record at 60 FPS, you don't get the full video. There's a lot of jumping and skipping around and freeze frames and like weird things that happen. So the audio is perfectly fine,
Hmm.
but the videos are practically ruined. So
I'd not paid too much attention to it, honestly. I need to go check that out.
the thing is, it gets worse as the video goes on. So, like, at the start of the video, it just seems like it's
Right.
lagging a little bit. And then, like, 10 minutes into it, it's, like, freezing every few seconds. And then you get an hour into it, and you just get a new picture every, like, 2 minutes. So, I fixed that, though. I
Um,
turned my TV down to 60 hertz before I started recording, and then I did three different test recordings before we got on to make sure that none of them messed up, and everything's fine, so I think we're okay, guys.
yeah, I'm looking at episode 44, and I'm looking at the top 1,000 things episode, and it seems like it's running really smooth.
Okay, it looked like crap on my TV when I was rewatching it, but
Obviously, by the time we're recording this, we've not posted 45 yet, so I can't go back and see it. But
yeah. Yeah, they'll probably be up tomorrow or something like that.
if you want to do post 45 tomorrow, then post this like
Friday.
Friday. This
Yeah,
Yeah, post
that's
like
what I was
Friday. This
thinking.
would be like the pre-show episode or the day of show episode. That gives us time to vlog and everything.
Yeah, and then,
'Cause
I think I'm
we're
working.
vloggers now
I think
too.
I'm working Saturday, but I'm off Sunday. So Sunday morning, I'll edit the vlog together and try to get that posted.
Just think in about what's. Oh, let me do the math here in my head. So it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. In about 73 hours, we'll be in the presence of John Felix Anthony Cena Jr.
And Cody
Whatever his
Raheem Rhodes.
name is. Yeah, and it's stiffy time. So
And, isn't Nia Jax gonna be there?
yeah, Nia Jax is supposed to be in one of the Money in the Bank qualifiers.
I hope she falls off the top of the ladder and breaks the ring with her fat ass.
Well, it's not going to be a ladder match. It's just a
Oh.
triple threat match to get into the Money in the Bank.
Oh, okay.
Why would they be doing Money in the Bank at a random
I don't
SmackDown in
know.
Knoxville, Tennessee,
I don't know.
2 weeks before the Money in the Bank pay per view?
I, I didn't know they were different.
Yeah, they're having qualifiers to get in. By the way, Penta got in on Raw, so Penta's going to be in the Money in the Bank match.
Okay.
Shout out Penta. I love Penta so much.
Yeah.
Cero Miedo.
Yeah. The other topic actually has to pertain to wrestling. So I was mentioning how I'm gonna dress red and green, split it down the middle, whatever. So I ordered a pair of pants from Walmart that were half red, half
Right.
green, just like that. And I got Jordan 1s that are red and Jordan 1s that are green, right?
Right.
Well, those pants from Walmart were supposed to come 4 days ago. They did, or sorry, 2 days ago. No, no, no. 3 days ago, I remember now. They did not come. I contacted Walmart support. They said they'd send a new pair. They'd be there in 2 days. Except that was at like 11:30 at night. So I'm figuring from the following day. So then 2 days after that, technically, which would be today, they were supposed to come. They did not come. So I contacted Walmart customer support, and they said, "Oh, we never sent another pair." I went, "You've got to be kidding." And they said, "Actually, these are sold by a third party too, so we have no control over shipping." I went, "Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Give me a refund on those, and then send me a pair of green pants and a pair of red pants, and I will just cut them in half and sew them myself." So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. I look forward to seeing your first ever iteration of the Lucha Blanco fit.
I'm literally copying Rey Mysterio. I'll actually show the picture right now of the outfit I'm copying.
All right, all right. I might still rock with the Sin Cara mask that I got.
I'm literally doing that.
All right.
But with a Latino World Order shirt, because I don't think they'll let me be shirtless in there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely not. I mean, that's. I mean, I don't know. They might. Probably not, but they might.
Maybe if they let me in the
Have you ever
ring.
you ever been to a Thompson Bowling Arena before?
No.
Alright, so I've only been there for concerts. I've been there twice. It's the concessions area of the arena is kind of small. I assume it's where merchandise and stuff's gonna be set up too. If you want to stop there, because that's where it was for Avenged Sevenfold, and I think for 500 Death Punch too. Just I cannot wait, man. You don't know how much I've been counting down the hours to it.
I have too, man. And well, it was like a month and a half after AEW that I bought these tickets. I bought them a while ago, right?
Yeah.
And around the 2 month point in between AEW and now, we were like, man, the 2 months from AEW flew by. The 2 months leading up to WWE, they are just dragging along. But we're finally here, dude. We're 3 days away.
We are, the 70, technically, it's 7:09 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time recording this, so we are about 73 hours away from seeing the floating hat and shirts that claim to resemble John Cena.
Yeah. It's gonna be
and
tight.
The former world champion who people claim is white, but he's really one of my, I'm not going to quote the song itself, but he's one of my favorite African Americans.
Yeah, what? Oh, I was going to say it, but then I thought I probably can't say that on YouTube. Yeah. African American icon Cody Rhodes. You can figure out what that other word's supposed to be. I guess I'll bring this up and hope Landy doesn't make the entire episode about it. I got a surprise planned for him on Friday. I see him smiling over there, and he doesn't know what the surprise is. I'm not gonna tell him. He's not gonna figure it out. We were watching AEW a few nights ago. He says I fell asleep, which I really don't think I did, because look, he says that. Okay, look, I remember I was sitting like this. I was pretty tired. I was still watching the show though, and I'm pretty sure I made it to the end of the show, or maybe I tapped out early.
Who won the main event?
I don't remember who won any of the events except for Mercedes winning over Hayter, because that was the first match we watched. But look, here's the thing. I woke up in my bed this morning. How would I wake up in my bed if I fell asleep here? That's all I'm saying.
Well, you woke up in your bed this morning.
Yes. No, sorry. Yesterday morning.
I've got to say, I don't know why. Like, obviously, be waking up in your bed this morning because it's Tuesday. We watch the show Sunday night.
Yeah, why? Yeah, sorry, yesterday morning I meant. Why would I have woken up in my bed yesterday morning if I fell asleep in this chair?
I saw you slouch back like this, just out of it, not even responding to anything I said. So like I was like, Tommy boy, I was saying like, Tommy boy, you awake? You awake, Tommy boy? And you're just like still passed out.
I swear I don't remember that.
So that's when I sent the message, "Good night, Tommy boy."
Yes, well, see, I saw that and I was a little bit confused by that. Cause like I woke up, PC was off, TV was off. I was in my bed. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I fell asleep for a moment, didn't realize it, got back up or something. Happens. But anyways, yeah, we were watching AEW, and Landon, just during AEW, probably guessed 100 people altogether, if not more, including like 20 people the day before over text of who's gonna be there. And I keep telling him it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he doesn't believe me.
I don't. There's
Okay,
no way you got Stone Cold.
well, he'll just have to wait and see. And you know what? If Steve wants to be on the vlog, maybe you can all see too.
You're gonna bring out like Chili McFreeze or something.
Who the fuck is that?
That was one of the original suggested names for Stone Cold before he became Stone Cold. They were gonna call him Chili McFreeze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was certainly an era of
Man,
wrestling.
what's the other name he went by?
The Ringmaster.
No, before he was Stone Cold, but he was still Steve Austin. It was like something Steve Austin.
Stunning.
Yeah, that's it. Stunning
Stunning
Steve
Steve
Austin. Yeah. Yeah. What if it's Stunning Steve
Stunning Steve
Austin?
Austin.
What if he brings back the blonde hair?
You, uh,
All right, we totally lost Landy Boy here, but that's all right. He'll be back any second.
wait on him or something. Did you lost me?
Okay, I think you're back now. You were yeah, you weren't there for a minute.
Am I back now?
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
Uh,
I mean, you're kind of lagging a bit.
and shout out T-Mobile, man.
Yeah,
Actually, anti-shout out T-Mobile. T-Mobile sucks.
it does. It's terrible. It's right up there with oh god, who's that Wi-Fi company? I was talking shit on Spectrum. Fuck Spectrum. Anyways, yeah, Stunning Steve Austin. He's gonna run in there. Clean shaven face, blonde wig. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Bring out Stone Cold to a random restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee on a random Friday morning.
It's not a random
I
Friday
will
morning. It's a Friday
personally-
morning before SmackDown.
Why would he be in Knoxville, Tennessee, of all places? He lives in Texas. Tell me he just
Maybe
didn't come here on his own volition.
maybe he was on vacation, wanted to stop by a WWE show, and
Uh-huh.
and I happened to know about it, so I was like, "Hey, Stone Austin, do you wanna eat food?"
I'm prepared to be set up for the biggest swerve of my life, for the biggest like anticlimactic ending possible. I'm just waiting on it.
I feel like the most realistic hint I've given is that I might not be surprising with anyone at all.
Yeah, I'm fully prepared for that to actually be a thing, and you're just like stringing me along, trying to make me like delusional.
And then
I
we're gonna
don't
show
know
up
what word I'm
there,
looking for.
and no one
Making me-
else is ever gonna show up, and we're just gonna eat our food and get out.
Oh, yeah, man, that's what I was expecting. Yeah, that's the leading contender right now. There's nobody at all, and you're just trying to make me look foolish by guessing hundreds upon hundreds of names.
Yeah, well, since you guys have very little idea what we're talking about, because I don't think I've mentioned this on the show yet. Maybe I did last episode. All it is that I've got something big planned with some famous person, and we're gonna surprise Landy Boy.
Are we talking like A-list celebrity, B-list celebrity, C-list? What are we talking about here?
Again, I can't give you hints, Landon. I mean,
Yes, you
Stone,
can.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is an A-list celebrity in my mind, but
It's not Stone Cold.
okay, whatever you want to believe.
It's not Stone Cold, and I will take that to my grave. I'm willing to bet my entire life savings that it is not Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What? Who would you bet your life savings on it being?
I would bet my life savings on you not bringing anybody. Honestly, at this point,
Do you want to do that? Do
no,
you want to
I'd
bet?
rather not.
Okay.
I'd rather not bet every dollar in my bank account.
Yeah, you're gonna show up. Stone Cold's actually gonna walk in. You're gonna owe me $300.
$1,300.
Okay. Wow.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's Stone Cold, man, then you have pulled off the greatest move in YouTube history. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, there's been some crazy stuff done on YouTube. There's videos like 9/11 on here. I think that's a little bit cooler than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that one.
Okay.
My boy.
Yeah, good cop can't comment on bad thing.
I indeed cannot.
But anyways, beyond that, I was also thinking I would take Landon to his first escape room because he's never been to one, and they're quite fun.
I have not. Yeah, I've never. I've heard so much hype about them, but I've never been to an actual escape room. I've been to a ton of tourist attractions and tourist traps, if you will, around the area since I've lived here. But
Yeah.
escape rooms have just. I've never been.
Yeah, they are cool. Basically, you're in a room and there's a series of puzzles you gotta solve, and all those puzzles
Yeah.
give you something, and then when you have all the somethings from all the puzzles, you put them together, and that gives you whatever the answer thing is to get out of the room.
So basically, you escape
The room.
Room.
Yeah. But it's fun. Like, you might have to decipher a message, you might have to do some physical challenges, you might have to use like obscure instructions to put random points together to connect things or add numbers on a wall in an order that doesn't make sense, but it leads to something, and it's a good experience.
All right. I mean, I'm down for it. I don't know if there's one in Knoxville, but
There is. It's about 4 blocks away from where we're gonna eat lunch.
all right. How much time do we have before you want to get to the venue and potentially? I don't want to say like stalk the wrestlers coming in, but scope them out and get like a high five and autograph or something.
So I don't know how long the surprise is gonna take. That's the thing. If we get to lunch soon enough, we get our food, eat, the surprise happens, all that. We can
What?
probably get to the stadium by 1 o'clock. If Stone Cold Steve Austin is fashionably late, and he shows up like mid escape room, or well, sorry, not mid escape room, like let's say we're like let's say we're like leaving the restaurant and Stone Cold pulls up. We might just have to like take him to the escape room or set it to lunch, and
Okay.
you know.
I don't know why you can't just give me one hint.
I don't see why you can't accept
All
Stone
I
Cold.
want, I know for a fact it's not Stone Cold. Can you give me one hint, please, Tommy Boy? That's all I ask. One that isn't misleading.
I've given
or
you
fake.
so many.
Oh, you've given me so many anti-hints that leads nowhere.
They're white, they're famous, they've been to Dollywood. What else do you need to know?
Something that narrows it down to more than 80 million people.
I don't think there's even 80 million famous white people, let alone famous white people that have been to Dollywood, so.
You get what I mean.
Yeah, anyways. So that's our plans for Friday. If anyone's interested, it's gonna make a hilarious vlog.
I mean, we're just hilarious in general. I feel when we want to be.
Yeah. Also, this is gonna end up being like a 5-hour vlog if we like if we actually just put like full segments of everything we're doing. It's gonna take a while.
I mean, I like 2.5 or 3 hour SmackDown in there, but
Yeah.
I'm sure SmackDown lasts 3 hours now.
Probably. So
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this while we're on the air. So we're just like while I have you, I'm pretty
you have me
sure
anytime.
I'm pretty sure the show starts. Like the live show starts at 8, right? That's when they go live
Yeah.
on TV. I've read though that they do some matches like or like one or two pre-show matches that aren't on TV, like AEW did,
Yeah.
at like around 7:30.
Yeah. Well, doors open at 6:30, so I'd imagine they do.
You want to get that? What time you want to get there then? Around
6:30.
6:30, 6:45 ish.
Fuck it. Let's get there at 5:30. See if they'll let us in early.
See if we can get into the merchandise lines, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
I've been considering getting the Penta mask. It depends how much it is in the venue.
it's probably gonna be like $100 just because you're there in person.
I mean, it's $75 on a WWE shop, but probably because you're paying for the convenience, it'd be more.
Yeah.
I did order something. I'm not going to say what it is here, but I hope it comes in time. I think I paid for the express shipping, so it should come in time. But I did order something that I can hopefully have on hand for that day.
Okay.
And if it doesn't come in by Friday, I'll just you can quote me on this. I'll tell you what it is. If it doesn't come in by Friday, I'll tell you what it is.
Is it pink
If you wanna know.
spandex?
It's unfortunately not pink spandex. I couldn't find anything good enough for men,
Okay.
for me at least. But just know if it doesn't come in by Friday and I'm not throwing it off to you Friday, then you can ask me what it is if you want to know really.
Well, see, the thing about it potentially coming in Friday, all right,
Right?
is I mean you,
We're leaving pretty early.
yeah, and I mean you live like 30 minutes away from the arena. Assuming traffic's
Maybe
not
like
bad.
maybe like 15 or 20.
I did the math, or not the math. I put it on maps, and it was like 40, but there was like traffic or heavy traffic when I was looking. So assuming it's light, it's probably 30. But anyways, so like if we're like out and about doing our thing before the show, and then you're like, hey, it showed up, like we can run back and get it, but we are going out kind of early, so you probably gotta hope it arrives by Thursday.
Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what I was kind of hoping is it comes in the next couple of days, and if it doesn't, so be it. I'll just wait till it comes in, and then I'll show it off on the show.
Okay. I got something I want to show off on the show from the last episode, since I don't think they actually got to see it, assuming the video actually
Right.
came out as bad as it's only letting me see it. So I've been cleaning this place out a little bit because we're gonna be moving over to the new house soon, and we're gonna tow this over there, and so I want to get all my stuff out of it first. And I finally found, and I thought I lost this shit, my saddle soap that I used to clean my leather boots. And when I popped it open,
Oh.
there was, shall I say, a golden ticket in there. I'm feeling like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but more like Willie in the Chocolate Factory, if you know what I mean. Found a little Magnum XL in there. And if you guys want to hear how I got this thing, you can go listen to the last episode. Probably not watch it because the video's probably god awful. But go to slightly after the Jeopardy part if you want to hear me talking about how I came into acquisition of a Trojan Magnum a few years ago and somehow still have it. Also,
Definitely one of the stories you've told on the
yeah.
show.
Also, if you want to hear one of the funniest transitions of all time, go to the last episode, because while I still had the condom in my hand and I was talking about it, Landon goes, I forgot exactly how you said it. You're like, so on that topic, your black friend. I went, on that on that topic, Landon.
I did not say on that topic. I did not say on
It
that.
was something like that.
I mean, I said like on the topic of friends, maybe because you said one of your friends gave it to you.
Yeah. I think I was like,
speaking of your friend, I was not trying to make a joke at all. It's just like it didn't cross my mind until after the stereotype.
yeah. No, I'm pretty sure you said on that topic or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I was like, yeah, my friend gave me this and whatever, I still got it. And you're like, yeah, on that topic, your black friend.
I feel like he's just become like a myth on this show. Like we talk
It's
about him
like
nearly every
Bigfoot.
episode, but he's probably never gonna visit.
Probably not. But maybe one day if I can get him when he's not out stealing cars or shooting people. You know, or dancing to
I
really
mean,
obnoxious trap music, doing whatever that thing is you do.
yeah. You ever seen those videos where it's like let's just affect our culture, and it's just like a group of like 30 of them going like,
Yeah.
and it has like, yeah, this is our culture, throwing up like hieroglyphic, sign language, whatever.
Yeah. Throwing up ASL.
Probably goes so tough if you're deaf in the hood, you know.
Yeah.
If you can just figure out what everybody's saying with, like, what do you call like these moves?
Gang
They're not
signs.
tough. It's not tough.
I mean, it it's not, but if you think it is, it is.
I mean, sure, it's whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's what 13% are an enigma.
The 13 percenters, as I call them.
That's a
Yeah.
great name for them.
Speaking of 13 percenters, I was watching Lost today. Yeah, I started watching Lost like a couple weeks ago. I'm only on episode 9. Um, have you ever
Okay.
seen it?
I've not. I've backed up on shows right now. I've got Big Mouth season 8 to watch. I've got Wilfred that I'm watching. After that, I'm gonna start My Name Was Earl that you sent me. I'm season 2 of Wilfred right now. By the way, I love it.
Hell yeah.
Uh, I did watch a episode or two of Trailer Park Boys, but then I kind of got backed up by Wilfred
Yeah.
and Big Mouth, and now everything else. So
Okay.
I've got a lot to keep up with.
Well, since you're probably never gonna get to Lost in like the next year, it sounds like. Y'all just proceed with mild spoilers. Um,
All right.
Basically, there's this Korean couple. Well, all right, hold on. So the whole premise of Lost is that all these people are on a plane from Australia to America, and well, they're trying to go to L.A. And the plane crashes after going through some turbulence, but they find out that they actually went like 1,000 miles off course, so the rescue teams aren't looking in the right place for them. And there's just a whole bunch of spooky shit going on the island, and all these people are just trying to figure out how to live, right, how to survive here. And anyways, there's this Korean couple, and uh, actually, we'll start a little farther back than that. There's a black guy with his son. All right, rare sight, I know, but yeah, a black guy with his son, and they're crashed, down on this island, and the black guy's watch like broke during the crash, right? And while he's rummaging through some of the wreckage and whatnot, he finds this nice like I don't know $20,000 like Rolex or something, and so he puts that on. His time doesn't matter too much if you're on an island, really, but why not? It's nice to wear a watch, I guess. And this Korean guy who doesn't speak any English uh, notices it, and it's actually because it's his wife's father's watch that he had got from his wife's father, who he works for as a hitman. And basically just attacks the black guy, seemingly for no reason, because they can't communicate and be like, "Hey, that's my watch, give it back." So he just attacks the guy and tries to like kill him and drown him in the ocean. And then everyone else is like beating up the Asian dude, and then they handcuff him to like a part of the wreckage, uh, and then his wife like finds the black guy out in the woods, and actually reveals that she speaks English because she was like secretly taking some like English classes back in Korea and doing all this stuff because she was trying to escape from her husband but didn't get the opportunity to at the airport, or rather, when she did have the opportunity, she didn't take it because she was too scared of him or something like that. And, anyways, yeah, pretty intense episode. And I think they're gonna kill the Korean guy. Also, he's been like a total piece of shit to his wife. Like, we see a lot of flashback scenes of what all these people were doing in their normal lives, like before they ended up on the island. You know, like what was going on in their last days. Like the main guy, Jack, his father died. He was trying to get the coffin over to LA so that they could do the burial in America. The Korean people were just going to America for something, or they had some layover from Korea to Australia to America, or I don't know, something like that. And anyways, you end up seeing like all these people doing their day-to-day lives, eventually ending up in this airport and then getting into the crash. And every time you see the Korean couple, like the guy's acting like, like so in love with Sun, the Korean woman. I forgot who the guy's name is, but uh, at some point he comes home, just covered in blood, and he's like washing himself in the sink, and Sun's like, "What? Whose blood is this? What did you do?" And starts like yelling at him. And and he just kind of like snaps, and he's like, "I do whatever your father tells me," because all he's told his wife's son is that he's working for her dad at his factory, and that after a year of work, he's going to make enough money for them to move to America, which is what they always wanted to do. Uh, and then after she found out that he's actually just like a paid hitman, he starts being like a bit like abusive towards her, and especially once they get on the island, he's being like very controlling over her. Like she can't go out of his sight. She has to like dress a certain way, keep all the buttons on her shirt completely buttoned up. Like just doing like weird stuff, like telling her when she can and can't eat or drink water, and like it just seems like everyone on the island, even including this guy's wife at this point, completely hates his guts. So I feel like they're gonna kill him.
As somebody who's not ever seen the show and cannot confirm or relate to knowing any of the characters, I feel like you've given a good prediction.
Yeah.
Then again, they could be like, no, he's gonna go on to live the longest. Everybody hates him. No audience member like him. He's gonna live forever. Again, I don't know. I've never seen this show, so.
Yeah, and I'm just getting into it. But you know what I have seen? Trailer Park Boys. And you mentioned you got 2 episodes into it. I just want to say, the first 6 seasons and the last 6 seasons of, I guess, like the official show before they bought the rights and made SwearNet and started doing their own thing, which wasn't as great. The first 6 seasons, I think, are better than the last 6, even though the last 6 have way bigger and better ideas. And the last 6 were mostly controlled by the trio that you see on screen, whereas the first 6 were written by whoever the company that you see at the start is. I forget what their name is. Some Canadian broadcast center. But God, it's a funny ass show. And I don't know. There's something about like the vibe to the original 6 that like is just unmatched. And the last 6 seasons are great, but you can see towards the end that the guys are really starting to get old, and like they're not. I mean, they're still as funny, but like some of the bits get a little worn out, and like oh, they're still doing that. Oh, that happened again, whatever. But it is a fantastic show, and I don't think you'll get bored of it once you get into it.
I hope not. I've seen a lot of clips and stuff from it. Obviously, you talked it up a lot on the show. I've been seeing clips of Bubbles, for example, for years. So
Yeah.
You told me at one point, whenever you first got into wrestling, you wanted your wrestling persona to be based off of his.
Yeah, the Green Bastard.
Yeah, but you had a couple of different change-ups you're going to make. But I've been wanting to get into it for a while. I didn't know it was on Netflix until I saw it a few weeks back. So after I finally finish up with Wilfred and season 8 of Big Mouth, I'll probably get back into Trailer Park Boys and then shuffle in some My Name is Earl here and there.
Okay, I think you're really gonna like My Name is Earl. It's such a good show.
I have been loving Wilfred. I
knew you would.
You hit it out of the park with that suggestion right there. The guy that plays Wilfred does such a fantastic job. Elijah Wood is Elijah Wood, so he's pretty likable. For being 2 seasons in, I was not expecting to see Dwight Yoakam, the country singer, on there. He's from a couple counties away from me. from where I grew up, I should say.
Hmm.
He's the. Did you ever watch? Did you watch the full show of Wilford?
It's hard to say because I watch it on cable, so I don't know if I was getting every episode, but I watch a lot of it.
Do you remember the like late season one, the dude that comes in and he's like, "Yeah, I can see Wilford too."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Dwight Yoakam. He's a country singer. I don't know a single song he sings. I'm not a country fan, but he's from Pike County, Kentucky, which is just a few counties away from where I grew up. So I saw that I did a double take. I'm like, oh my god, I recognize him. That's Dwight freaking Yoakam.
Yeah. Yeah. They got some cool little cameos in there. It's
I wasn't
it's a good
expecting to
show.
see Ed Helms. Andy from The Office. I was not expecting to see him.
Yeah.
That's kind of a messed up episode, the daycare one, but
Hmm.
you know the one I'm referring to?
Vaguely, I haven't watched the show in like a decade.
Where
I got to get back into it.
Ed Helms is a doggy daycare owner. He's very fond of peanut butter,
Hmm. Yeah.
and yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Just he likes he likes to use peanut butter. Yeah, that episode kind of messed me up. I usually watch an episode or two before I go to bed. It was a big mistake to watch that episode before I went to bed.
Okay. Yeah. Were you having
Like
dreams about
Karen
peanut
from The
butter?
Office is on there. No. Unfortunately, I was out free from that.
Mhm.
Karen from The Office is in it. The mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Who coincidentally, you know who she starred alongside in that show?
Oh, Bryan
Bryan
Cranston.
freaking Cranston.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some chick that was in a show with Bryan Cranston was on Wilford for one episode.
Hmm.
I've been finding like so many like famous people that I recognize from other things. I'm like, how do they get him on here? How
Yeah.
do they get her on here? It's crazy.
Yeah. Wilford is one of those like hidden gem shows that it was around for just a little bit. It had its spotlight, and then no one ever talked about it again. But it's still great.
I yeah.
Like a
I know it's based on an Australian one of the same name. But typically, if shows are based on one from like Australia or the UK, the original version sucks.
hmm
Like the original Office.
yeah. I was
sucks.
gonna say The Office UK horrible.
Yes, it's British humor.
Is
Some of the
it's not
most
funny.
disgusting. It's British humor is like, "Oi, mate, it's raining in it." Well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And then British people just laugh at that for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. British people are like, oh, you get it because it rains in Britain. Oh. It's like it's not funny. It's not.
Uh, I'm loving that. I'm loving that Wilfred U.S. at least is funny though. It's
Yeah.
it's so absurd.
It is.
It's honestly one of the weirdest shows I've ever watched, but it's so good. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like Wilfred still acts like a normal dog, but obviously he's a stoner.
Hmm.
Uh, it's fantastic. The first season went by extremely fast. I have my Google Drive open and I can pick what episode. Yeah, I think I'm on episode 3 or 4 of season 2 now.
Yeah, I'm on to what's it, episode 10 or 11 of My Name Is Earl, and it's given me so many more ideas for our show because I wanted to write it sort of in the comedic style of My Name Is Earl. So watching that show back and seeing so many of the bits I forgot, I'm like, oh, I can make something like that. I can write something like that. We can make a situation like that. Like, I see so many things happening that I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that did happen. Oh, it'd be so funny to rip off that. In fact, I was thinking, what if we made an Earl rip-off guy? Like, what if we have a character who's like loosely related to someone from the My Name Is Earl universe, and they're like, oh yeah, I used to know this guy with a list, trying to help people out, whatever. We'll like kind of like, take a rib at Earl, and then maybe we'll show like a fake Earl with his list, and he's like, I don't know, make him like a homeless person that never got to finish his list or something, and he blew all the lottery money, which isn't actually how the show goes, but something like that.
That reminds me, I saw. I'm pretty sure one of the guys from My Name Is Earl was in a couple episodes of Wilfred.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the fat dude. He also
Randy.
played Louie in Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like a crazy like three things to have on your belt. You played in a couple episodes of Hidden Gem. Played in the. I'm assuming he was in a lot of episodes of My Name Is Earl.
Every
And
single
he's in one of the greatest sports movies ever made.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the other main character in My Name Is Earl. Earl's the main character, and then Randy, his brother, is the side character to Earl. That's just always there.
I don't know if you've ever seen Remember the Titans,
I have.
but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he plays Louie, the beloved, impossible to hate Louie in Remember the Titans.
He also, I don't know why, for some reason, kind of reminds me of who's it from the Goonies. I don't know, like, I mean, not really. Just I just get that vibe from him when I watch My Name Is Earl, because he's very retarded in My Name Is Earl, and I don't know. Speaking of the Goonies, have you ever seen the Goonies?
I feel like I might have when I was younger, but if I have, it's been forever where I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a really long time either, but I do remember it being pretty good.
I do know it gets
Oh,
a shout out in that one Mac Miller song though. So
yeah.
the Mac Miller song the only one I've heard so far that I like love. I'm not delved too far into his catalog, but The Spins is a fantastic song.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call the Goonies.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You should dive deeper into Mac's catalog. His music was fantastic. Like the entirety of Blue Slide Park is phenomenal. I think Blue Slide Park honestly might be like a top 3 album of all time.
Hey,
Also,
I need to get back into it.
Watching movies with the sound off, also probably a top 3 album of all time.
Oh, you're saying that 2 of the top 3 albums of all time are by Mac Miller?
I do believe so. I think he's made some of the best music that's ever been made.
I know at one point I've not worked on it at all in a while. I had like a kind of a personal project going where I wanted to listen to 1,000 albums and rank them.
Goodness.
As I listen to them. So let me find that all the ones that I did. I can show you how I have it formatted.
Okay.
In a while since I've worked on this. I just was like, I want to get into more music. So I was writing on my phone, so the format is gonna look a little bit weird because it's supposed to be like one line per thing. You'll see me here in a second.
If you ever want to pick this up, I could probably send you 100 different albums you've never listened to.
Okay, so here's what we're looking at. So see right here, this is how it's supposed to be laid out. Like I typed it on my phone. I typed all these on my phone. Like I'll listen to the album on Spotify, rank each song. So what I do is like I'll find the album, just press play. Each song gets a ranking 1 to 1,000, right? Yeah. Every single album, every single song, right, gets rated 1 to 1,000. I take that, average it out, and that's how the album gets ranked. Like for example, the average score of every song on Bruno Mars' Doo-Wops and Hooligans, the greatest album I've ever personally listened to, 760.1 out of 1,000. I did out of 1,000 because it gives me a huge range. I can get like pinpoint accuracy. Like, okay, I feel like that song was like, if I listen to a song and it's like, that song blew me away, the song gets like an 856, whatever, like a 902. Mm-hmm. That song absolutely sucked. That song gets like a 223. That sort of thing, right?
Okay.
Anyway, so like, I have Bruno Mars, Doo-Wops and Hooligans, great album. Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker. I don't know how big of a Black Crowes fan you are. I feel like they're one of the more underrated bands of all time.
I don't think I've ever heard of
Master of Puppets. Metallica, Pastor of Muppets. My favorite Metallica album that I've ranked so far.
Okay.
I've not went back and ranked Injustice for All yet. I need to go back and do that, but I'd say that's my favorite album of Metallica. David Bowie's on here. Sky Sailing, who was that's Owl City before he was Owl City.
Hmm.
Stapleton, Aerosmith, Janis Joplin, Dua Lipa, obviously. Metallica, The Weeknd, Elton John. The only thing saving that album was Tiny Dancer, which got like a really high score. Nonpoint, really good, underrated band. Weird Al, Beatles, Dua Lipa again, Poppy, Youngblood, Joe Walsh, Rancid, Stick. You get the point. We're like 30 something, 40 something albums deep,
Yeah.
and without a doubt, I mean like, but Bon Iver, Bon Iver, however the heck you say it, that is the worst album I've ever listened to, and I will never get those however long it is minutes back.
Okay.
I want to say the biggest anti shout out to Bon Iver, or however you pronounce your name. You suck at music. Please retire.
If I remember too, honestly, I might make a list of like every album that I can possibly remember just to send it to you so you can add to this list.
Da Vinci's Notebook, they're like a comedy kind of music group. They mainly a cappella, like kind of a barbershop quartet style singing, but it's like a comedy thing. The first half of this album is great, and then it just goes into these like 10 to 40-second long like stinkers. And it's not even music. It's just like it's hard to explain. Hard to like Enormous Penis, great song. The Gates, great song. Heather Graham, fantastic song. It's like they have a ton of great comedy a cappella songs. And then they just start going to these like god awful songs. And you know what the fun like after like almost a half hour of just clunky messages, you know what they finish off with, Tommy Boy? The most beautiful cover of What a Wonderful World I've ever heard. On its pretty much comedy album.
Get you wearing a fur.
The fact that What a Wonderful World cover got the favorite song ranking on a comedy album is crazy. Ween is hilarious, by the way.
A lot of hope down at the end of your...
Oh my god, wait, you know Enormous Penis?
I take a look at my enormous penis, and my trouble start
melting away.
I've been listening to that since like 6th grade.
I gotta sing and a dance when I glance in my pants. And the feeling's like a sunshiny day.
I take a look at my enormous penis, and happy times are coming to stay. Yeah.
That's a great song. I love it. I love it. I love you, Da Vinci's Notebook. I wish you never broke up.
Yeah.
MIA. Shout out MIA. I don't know how Bamboo Banga got ranked above Paper Planes. Maybe when I ranked it, I had been listening to Paper Planes a lot at the time and got tired of it. I think that's what happened. Like I might have had a little bit of bias. If I could go back and rank it, Paper Planes undoubtedly gets like Paper Planes is one of my favorite songs of all time. I love Paper Planes.
I think you would like Liquid Dust by Leedy. It's just a random thing to throw out there.
Shout out Rehab. Rehab's a great band. Yeah, I don't know how Let 'Em Know got ranked higher than Bartender or whatever it is the song's called. Bartender really did this time, broke my parole. That song.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'd like Rehab. Styx made it. Grand Illusion, featuring one of the greatest songs ever made, Come Sail Away.
Yeah.
It's just a little project I was working on for a while.
Who's the band that made Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress?
I have no idea.
I don't either, but I feel like that album would be on there if you listen to it.
Every album I listen to gets put on it. Anytime I listen to an album in full, it gets added. Oh boy, have fun Bring that up.
Uh, oh, the Hollies. That's it. So, since this is basically a wrestling podcast, I've got a wrestling thing to talk about. I think I might have mentioned this to you, like maybe we were on PlayStation or it was during AEW or something. I mentioned that I had something to say on the show about CM Punk, and
Okay, yeah.
I didn't say anything else about it because it's really anticlimactic. But I just figured I'd bring it up. I was at work like a
Okay.
week ago, and this kid's playing Goblet Toss, right? And like the first time he played, he had his zipper, sorry, his hoodie like zippered up, right? So I couldn't like see his shirt. But well, I mean, he had it like 2/3 of the way up, so I could see like barely the top of what was clearly the Chicago flag, and I just thought like, oh, he's probably from Chicago or something, whatever. It comes back like 20 minutes later, hoodie zipped down, right? He's wearing a CM Punk shirt. I go over to him. I go,
Ooh.
"Is that a CM Punk shirt?" He goes, "It is a CM Punk shirt." He does the arm cross thing, and I went, "I'm so sorry, man." I didn't say anything else to him.
CM Punk is definitely one of the wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I don't either. I don't understand the hype around him. He's a crybaby.
Yeah,
He such a huge crybaby.
he is. He's also just not that good,
He's old. He's washed.
and he's ugly, frankly.
Have you seen his wife? His wife is gorgeous. I don't know how he pulled her.
I feel like I have, but I don't. I can't like recall her.
I present to you, Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Give me one moment to get this pulled up. He won the AJ Lee.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's all right. I mean, she's no Jamie Hayter, but you know.
I mean, AJ. Hold on, AJ. You're telling me this isn't the baddest woman you've ever seen?
I mean, again, she's no Jamie Hayter, but you know.
I feel like AJ Lee was a lot of guys' first wrestling crush for this generation.
Hmm.
He used to pair her with pretty much every like male like megastar back in the day. She was like paired up with Dolph Ziggler for a while. She was dating John Cena on screen for a while. Dated Kane. Dated CM Punk on screen. Dated Daniel Bryan, I think.
Yeah.
She was putting out for pretty much every male in the roster in storyline in story. She was putting out for every male in the roster.
As far as we know. I mean,
In
Vince is
story.
Vince, you know.
Anything's possible with Mince Mince Vince McMahon. There we go. I was trying to figure it out.
Mince Vic Van. Uh,
Mince McVan, yeah, Mince McVan.
Dude, I was driving home today, and I had to stop by the bank for a second, and I noticed there's a McMahon Drive in Newport.
There's one in Sevierville too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Crazy.
I was crazy once.
I was waiting for you to say that. So,
It's been a few out episodes since we got one of those in.
yeah. So, me and Sean have been getting scheduled in the same area a lot recently, which is great, because I love talking to the sexiest man alive. You know, Indy's favorite sex machine, as we call him. Inside joke. You guys don't get it.
Yeah.
So, we've been talking about FWC a lot, and just wrestling in general, because, me and Sean, and we love wrestling. He loves wrestling more than anyone I possibly know, and I'm getting into it. But we were talking about just all sorts of crazy potential storylines and ideas for FWC and whatnot. And I thought of a fantastic like super ultra mega rare finisher that I'd like to try like once a year.
Hey,
I actually I think I told you about this already. I don't think I mentioned it on the show though. I think I said it on AEW. The Super Stone.
hey, I vaguely remember you explaining this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's during AEW, so you guys wouldn't know about it. So I'll explain it for you guys, like I explained it for Sean. Somehow I'd have to like get a person upside down in a corner, right, with their legs like going over the top turnbuckle, so that I can get onto the top turnbuckle, right, like bend down, pick them up so that like their legs are now like on my shoulders, and then instead of doing a standard tombstone, I jump off the top turnbuckle and tombstone them into the ring, destroying my knees every time, but doing the sickest finisher possible.
All right. I mean, how's he gonna be? Would it be destroying your knees if you're wearing knee pads? I think the pretty big thing is wearing knee pads.
See, here's the thing. Taking I don't know what it is, like 4 foot bump onto your knees. It doesn't feel good at all, you know.
Right.
You gotta think, you double your weight, and then you do that. That's just gonna hurt. Even if you got pads with like some superior foam in there, that's just gonna hurt. So that's why I'd pull it off at whatever the like FWC WrestleMania equivalent is if I ever did it. Just be one of those things that like it happens, everyone celebrates, and then I don't do it again for a long time because my knees hurt.
I'm pretty sure Sean wants the FWC version of WrestleMania to be held in every December. He's gonna. I don't want to spoil too much about his plans.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not even too familiar with them, even though I'm in the doc, and I probably should
he,
be.
yeah, he. I only know that Blackout's the biggest show of the year, and it's gonna have. He wants it to take place in December. I know a couple of the other you named. I just don't remember the month they happen. I think January and December are the only ones I know the names of, and specifically at least.
Mm.
I love how you just went through there in the potential like ideas for wrestlers, and you've just typed in like 38 or 57 or whatever it is, like female superstar. It's probably close to like 20.
I
But
made like 6.
you made like 12.
No, I think there's only 8 in there, and you guys made one before, and then I made like 6 or 7. Then
I made one. I made one. Sean's not worked on any of them. He's only come up with his own character, and then some of the people he's gonna be feuding with, but he's not even put them on the list describing the wrestlers.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure I made 6 females in that list, only because in the one story I was trying to write, it involved a 6 female tag team, 3-way. I forget. I don't know what the technical name for that is, but 3-way tag team match. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even worked on it in a long time. I wrote like 5 lines for it a little while back, and that's been it.
Hey, I have to say, like I don't know if like the women's character I came up with was corny or not.
A little bit.
It seemed. Yeah, I mean, I was just in the shower one night. I'm trying to think of some female ideas for characters because I had like 20 male competitors come up with or wrestlers, whatever. I start thinking of like what's a good character that's like not overdone. And I just somehow came up with Emily Bomber, the undead funeral home worker who now works as a wrestler.
Yeah, it's, it's
One of the ideas.
one of the ideas. Truly.
I
Dude, so
for sure it's an idea.
I've been getting back up on my supplement game. I talked a little while ago about like the ultimate cum stack of supplements to make you bust massive nuts. For a while though, I was kind of slipping on it because I don't know. I just kind of like I didn't stop taking them, but I wasn't taking them as regularly as I usually did. Just I don't know. I'd forget a lot, or I'd be too busy, and I just wouldn't even think about it. But I've been getting back on it. I've been pretty steady with it. Uh, yeah, it makes some changes, man. I was in the gym today, right? I'm not just talking about semen production, all right. I was in the gym today, just going crazy. Just genuinely, I think I did like the hardest workout I've ever worked out today, doing chest, shoulders, arms, and yeah, and then I hopped on a bike, did like it was almost 3 miles in like 8 minutes on like max resistance, just going crazy. I could barely walk out of the gym, dude. It felt like my whole body was vibrating, and uh, yeah, it drained me, but it was a good workout, man. I enjoyed that.
I'm finishing up one thing real quick, Tommy Boy, and then hopefully the episode will be less dragged out, and I can prevent this from being a yellow thumbnail.
It's not dragged out. I don't think this is a yellow thumbnail at all.
It was on pace to be.
You know, I talk a lot of shit about this cheap little Chinese camera I got for a face cam sometimes, but like the way my muscles look when I'm flexing, even though it ain't that defined 'cause there ain't that many pixels in here, I feel like it just makes me look huge. Like I feel like I don't actually look this big, but the camera like blows up my arms, and I love it. Or maybe I do look that big, and something about this camera has like a magic ability to defeat body dysmorphia. I'm actually just fucking huge. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you're jacked.
I might be.
Anyway, Tommy Boy, are you ready for the surprise?
Well, you turned blue earlier, so I think I know what it is.
From the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Pictures Studio,
Yeah.
this is Unqualified Jeopardy!
Hold on. Let's jump
Here
close
is
for a second.
today's
I'm back.
contestant, a returning champion
Why are you
from
blue?
Chicago, Illinois, Tommy Boy, whose whatever day cash winnings totals whatever amount of money. In the first round today, we have fruits and vegetables, Adam Copeland, celebrity chefs, current world leaders. I'll give you the country. You just tell me who the world leader is of that country, and 2000s movies.
Landon, really quick, can you just close and restart your stream because it keeps like glitching out for me, and I don't know what the problem is, but I feel like restarting it might fix it.
Hopefully.
Alright, it didn't crash. I think we're good. Oh, it fucking crashed. Alright, what is this issue here?
I cooked up one of the
doesn't tell me
greatest
anything.
Jeopardies I've ever made.
Damn. And I wish I could watch it. What do we do, Landy boy?
Third time's a charm. That's what we do. Third time is a charm.
It might be. It's still going. I say we run with it. Alright.
Alright.
This is the longest we've ever got
just
with
saying.
this so far, so.
Fruits and vegetables. What, did it crash again?
No. I'm looking at these topics here.
By the way, I almost made a Stephen Hawking, whatever his name is, joke. Almost made a joke about Ellen DeGeneres, but I decided not to. This is strictly the actual edible fruits and vegetables, not a offensive joke or anything.
Gotcha.
This is genuinely, I can tell you right now. So you're not going to get to the 1,000 point clue and be like, oh, this man did a lot for aerospace studying. No, it's all actual fruits and vegetables.
Gotcha.
Adam Copeland, aka Edge, aka Cope, aka whatever. Celebrity chefs, world leaders. Again, like I said, I'll tell you the country, and you just tell me who the leader of that country is.
Yep.
And 2000 movies, because I know you love the 2000. You have a lot of 2000 nostalgia.
I do. Really quick before we start, I just
So
want to
where
say something's been bothering me this whole episode. You know when you're like going up in altitude and your ears start like popping?
Uh-huh.
My left ear has been popping since like shortly before you hopped on the call.
Oh,
And it's just getting annoying. I don't know why it keeps happening, but I just keep feeling a little fuzz or a fizz or whatever. It's like I wish it would stop. I don't know what the problem is. Anyways, let's go with Adam Copeland for 200.
all right. He is from this country.
America?
He's actually Canadian.
Oh yeah, fuck.
I'm sure he's from Toronto, if I remember correctly.
I should have got that. This lapse of judgment. First question, they never go well. You believe you became antiquated with him for 400.
All right. He's most known for teaming with this man, who is his lifelong friend.
I didn't know he had friends.
They've been teaming since the 90s.
See, here's the thing. I've really never seen an Edge match, so like that. Man, let me think. Who would Edge been teaming with in the 90s? I feel like Triple H is like an obvious answer. I don't know if I want to go with that.
Skies never healed.
I feel like this is supposed to be a hint.
And the
But,
darkness light will take you to the other side. You'll find me waiting there. You'll see if you just close your eyes.
I don't know whose entrance that is.
See by my eyes, and I was told I should.
I'm just gonna say Chris
see.
Jericho. I don't know. Probably wrong.
That's close. That's close. It's another Canadian Christian
Oh,
or
yeah.
Page.
Okay.
You can dig yourself out of this.
Ellen and Steven for 200.
What?
Oh my god. You said you were going to make a joke about Ellen DeGeneres and Stephen Hawking as fruits and vegetables.
Oh,
2
I
minutes
wasn't
ago.
Going to.
Right.
I said I wasn't going
Okay,
to. 200
two minutes ago. Yeah. 200.
Alright. As the legend goes, Johnny went around playing seed for the tree of this fruit.
Oh.
The layup here.
Well, his name is Johnny Appleseed, so I believe they were apple trees.
They were indeed. If you smoked that, I would have just quit the episode. I would
Oh,
have
he planted oranges. I'm curious what you got for 2000s movies. I don't want to lose a ton of points, but 1,000.
Alright. Your one-word clue for 1,000 points is McLovin.
The super bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super bad.
I almost said, what's that movie? Kick-Ass, but that's different. I'd be surprised if you...
I knew...
Yeah.
The only thing I had to put on there was McLovin.
I would be surprised if you have Kick-Ass on here.
I don't. I love Nicolas Cage, but it's not going to be on there.
I didn't know Nicolas Cage was in that. I haven't seen it since it came out. 2000 movies for 200.
But I'm gonna confirm that real quick. I'm pretty sure Nicolas Cage is in... I swore Nicolas Cage was in that. I might be thinking of something different.
It's not.
Am I just misremembering? Oh, he is in it.
Okay.
He's Chloe Grace Moretz's dad, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage plays as Damon McReady.
Anyways, 2000s movies for 200.
All right. In my personal favorite comedy of all time, Will Ferrell plays Ricky Bobby, an obnoxious yet highly successful NASCAR driver.
What is Daytona Mornings? No, it is Talladega Nights.
Dang. Any chance to show off the fake ID for Will Ferrell?
See, I'm a little worried about current world leaders because it's going to be like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Nigeria.
No,
okay.
There's no obscure countries.
It's not like how I would have done it. Alright, 200.
Again, if you smoke this one, I will leave the call. The President of the United States of America.
I'm trying to think of a funny answer.
Who is the current leader of the free world?
You know what? I'm just going to say the truth. Donald John Trump.
Is indeed Donald J. Trump.
400, same topic.
All right. The supreme leader of North Korea.
Uh, Kim Jong Un. Almost said ill. That was the
The
last one.
Kim Jong Un.
1,000. Let's get all the points.
A president of
Motherfucker.
Tajikistan. I swear, this is the only one.
Dude, there's no way I could possibly remember his name.
I know it.
Cool. Give me the hit.
It is Emily Rahman.
Okay. 800.
I promise. The other two are gettable.
Xi
President
Jinping,
of China.
aka Winnie the Pooh.
You mean Winnie the... Yeah, I was about to say you mean Winnie the Pooh?
I will finish it off. Easy points.
All right. The king.
There's a lot of countries with kings.
And like the king. Like the one that everybody refers to as the king.
Oh.
Son of the former queen.
Is it Charles? Yeah.
Charles III. Good job
All
in
right.
that category. I mean, I had you mess with me all the time. I had to throw you
Yeah.
one you couldn't get occasionally.
Well, let's go back to Ellen and Steven for 400.
All right. Also, the name of an obscure sport. It's going to be baked, sautéed, and roasted, to name a few methods.
Also, the name of an obscure sport? Squash?
You got it?
Hell yeah.
I thought I was going to try to throw you off with the sport hint.
Edging for 600.
Oh boy. He is married to this former WWE Women's / WWE Divas champion.
Fuck, dude, I don't know this. Who's, fuck, I don't know, Roxanne Perez.
It's Beth Phoenix.
Okay.
Shout out Beth Phoenix.
Man, 2000s movies for 800.
All right. This 2009 Tarantino film features Brad Pitt playing a character who loves to kill and scalp Nazis, as he would say it, as well as Christoph Waltz as the main antagonist.
Inglourious Bastardos.
Indeed, I love the way Brad Pitt's like, I want to scalp me a Nazi. I want 100 Nazi scalps.
I like when he's in
Instead of pronouncing it
the
correctly.
I forget if it's like a movie theater or something, but he's like, Buongiorno.
Tarantino is just phenomenal as a
Yeah.
writer and a producer.
Alright, let's start chipping
Yeah,
away at
director.
celebrity chefs for 400.
For 400, best known for his frosted tips and laid-back yet eccentric personality, this man loves Flavortown and driving some classic cars.
Who is Guy Fieri? He doesn't really drive them, though. He parks them a quarter mile from the restaurant, drives a quarter mile to the restaurant, puts back on a trailer. Celebrity chefs for 200. It's Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
How did you...
I knew it would be the
call you
first
could give.
one. You know, I wanted to make sure it wasn't the second one, so it had to be the first.
He's literally the most famous chef to ever live.
Yeah. It's like when I had, who was it, Jeopardy winners, and you just kept guessing the one guy. Ken
Yeah,
Jennings.
Ken Jennings.
Yeah.
Ken Jennings.
Alright. The rated R superstar for 800.
All right. He has won the WWE Championship and World Heavyweight Championships combined this many times.
Oh, I think I saw the statistic on this recently. It's like 12 or 13, I think. I'm gonna go with 13.
He's
Oh,
11.
okay.
Yeah, that's combining his World Heavyweight and WWE rings altogether. It's just looking pretty good.
Gays and paraplegics for 600.
Oh boy. This fruit isn't like many other in the citrus family, being much smaller and containing an edible peel. And a really funny sounding name.
Uh, oh, there's a type of like mini lemon that has an edible peel, I think. But you probably didn't get that. I think it's called like no, it's not a quinoa. It's like a type of squash or gourd or something. It's probably a kiwi, I would guess. Um, if that's, I feel like it's not it
Final
because you
answer?
didn't show it to me. So, uh, if it's not a kiwi, I feel like it's not the mini lemon thing I'm talking about. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Alright, the look you're giving me tells me it is the mini lemon.
I'm not giving you any look.
What are they called though? I'm just thinking
It's a little it's
citrus.
a little citrus. It's a little fruit, or a little, I guess, member of the citrus
I mean,
family.
technically they're all edible. Is it like a cutie, like the little orange?
I mean, like the peel is known for being edible. Like you wouldn't need an orange peel, you wouldn't need a lemon rind or whatever, or a watermelon rind.
Yeah, kiwi.
But this is that your final answer?
I feel like you would have just like hit it and been like, yeah, kiwi, if that was it.
I'm just doing your method. You know, you'll tease me a little bit whether the answer is right or wrong. Is that your final answer, Tommy boy?
Fuck it, yeah, kiwis.
Actually,
Ah,
kumquat.
yeah, that's the tiny lemon thing, right?
I don't know if it's. I thought it was more related to like an orange.
Pull up a picture of a kumquat. That's the thing I was trying to think of when I said the mini lemon. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is more
They're
like an
like
orange.
oranges.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of because I remember like seeing a video on these. It was in a David Dobrik video, like I don't know 8 years ago or something. Uh, yeah, that's cool.
Whenever I was in sixth grade, I think every day at the towards the end of the school day, one of the lunch ladies would push a cart around the entire school. It'd be like an hour or so before we got out, and it'd be like it was a fruit cart, so it'd have like sliced apples or sliced oranges or grapes or whatever. Like everybody got like a bag or two of the fruit just to have to finish the day or take home or whatever. And everybody every day would take all the kumquats because everybody loved them.
Hmm.
Fantastic fruit.
Uh,
Anyway, where we picking up at?
my favorite movies for 400.
All right. Tom Hanks playing the FBI agent stars alongside
That's
Leonardo
not always right.
DiCaprio, who plays con man Frank Abagnale, a young man who poses as a pilot and evades a manhunt, just to name a few things he accomplished.
What is Catch Me If You Can?
One of the greatest performances of Tom Hanks'
And we'll just
career.
wrap that off because I'm gonna ace this category.
Yeah. In this 2006 cult classic, Jack Black plays a master wrestler who competes to make money for the orphanage he works at.
Nacho Libre. I've brought it up so many times. I even saw one of the midgets in that movie at a midget wrestling show.
Nacho Libre. I've not watched that in years either, but I had to throw it in there.
Let's finish off Adam Copeland like he finished off his career with WWE.
He debuted in this
I
year. This isn't
I
specifically
literally
WWE. This
asked
is like
you on
in all.
I asked you this on the last episode. Uh, it was 92, I believe. Yeah.
92, indeed. I don't know how you pulled that out of the noggin, but
I asked you last episode. That was like my first question about him.
oh man,
Uh, all right,
where are we
celebrity
going now?
chefs for 6.
Uh, this man who had absolutely zero haters tragically took his own life in 2018 after entertaining millions with his unique presentation style.
That was Anthony Bourdain, right?
And Anthony Bourdain has absolutely zero haters. I've never met anybody who's hated Anthony Bourdain.
For real.
It
Celebrity
was
chefs for
a
8.
genius. This cook from Georgia seems like she'd be an amazing grandma. She can cook, has multiple restaurants, and even once said the N word.
You know, I was thinking it's got to be what's her name? Betty Crocker, right? No, wait. Martha. It's either Betty Crocker or Martha Stewart. Stewart.
Which one is it?
Martha Stewart. Fuck.
Claudine.
Yeah. It's one of those old ladies.
I love Claudine.
We'll finish off celebrity chefs.
Forge is awesome. This man has been on TV since at least the mid-90s, hosting shows that showcase different food, as well as competition shows, one of which focuses on challenging the guest himself.
Huh? Mid-90s hosting shows.
I was running out of options that you probably have heard of, so I think I had to make this a 1,000-point clue. I'll give you a hint. The show name that I'm referring to at the end is Beat, and followed by the guy's name.
Oh, Bobby
Beat,
Flay.
whatever his name is. Yeah, Bobby Flay.
Okay.
I couldn't leave you hanging on that one.
Yeah. 800.
While technically a fungus, many people enjoy these vegetables, which range in size and preparation, such as raw to sautéed to stuffed.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, that's supposed to. I forgot to put it in, but it's mushrooms.
Okay.
And the final clue. This spear-shaped green vegetable can be steamed or roasted and is well known to make urine smell strange.
What is asparagus?
That's certainly one of the ways of saying it. You're walking into round 2 with 6,200 points.
I'm pretty sure I went into round 2 of the last one with negative 6,200 points, so I'm not doing too bad.
You're doing fantastic.
Oh boy.
6,200. Let me hold the other one out. You have Kanye lyrics, unqualified bits, stuff from the show, the human body, the return of Dollywood Games trivia, because I know nobody can get enough of this, and government agencies by their abbreviation.
Man, I feel like I should ace like all of the unqualified bits because that's literally us. So 400.
Right. Okay, unqualified bits for 400. The greatest country on the planet.
What is the flag above my head that you can't see? Tajikistan.
Right.
The human body for 4.
Human body for 4. This is the average heart rate for an adult male.
90 beats per minute.
Yeah, it's between 60 to 100. You
Okay.
had quite the range there.
Government agencies for 2000.
All right. DSS.
The Department of Social Security. Oh.
The Diplomatic Security Service.
Oh, okay.
I ripped these straight from the government website, so nobody can tell me that these abbreviations are wrong.
I'm sure you did. I believe you. Dollywood Games trivia for 8.
8. Can you trade
No.
prizes between games? No, you absolutely cannot. And every time you ask this, you make the employees hate you even more than they already do. And you're an absolute moron for not even processing the fact that there's a sign 2 feet away that specifically says you cannot trade between games.
Okay. Nice.
Proud of. I had to go on one of your rants for
Kanye for 400.
Alright. You said, yay, can we get married at the mall? I said, look, you need to crawl where you ball.
I don't think I've honestly
What-
heard this song. I'm just gonna take the hit.
This is from fine, respectable African American gentleman in the capital city of France. She said, yay, can we get married at the mall?
I don't
I said,
remember.
look, you need to cry for your ball. Come meet me in the bathroom stall and show
Okay.
me why you deserve to have it all. Oh, so hard. How have you never heard fine black gentlemen in France?
Well, okay, I've heard Ninjas in Paris, but like, I don't remember all of the lyrics. I just know the Ponto how motherfuckers trying to find me. This shit crazy. This shit crazy.
But they gotta find me.
Yeah. Uh, the human body for 8.
All right. The eye features these two different photoreceptor cells in the retina.
What are rays and cones?
You know, I'll give you half points.
What?
It's rods and cones.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I'll give you half points though, because you were on the right track. I'm a nice host.
gotcha. Government agencies for 16.
All right. ATF.
The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives.
Yeah, you killed that one.
I hate them.
Knocked it out.
Government agencies for 12. Actually, that can be said for all of these on the list. I hate every single one of them.
The NCTC.
North. Uh, Maybe not. Shit. The NCTC. National Coast to Coast. No. Hmm. Can you tell me what they do? That might be too obvious. Shoot.
Yeah, if I told you what they do, it would give away their name.
Gotcha. NCTC. National Curriculum for Trans Children. I don't know.
It's the National Counterterrorism Center.
Never heard of that in my life. Fuck, dude, I thought you'd have some good ones on here. Let's lose more points for 800.
Good sprinkle through. Okay, the EPA.
The Environmental Destruction Agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just finish that off.
The DEA. Shout out Hank Shredder.
Yeah, the Drug Enforcement Agency. I was gonna say the fuck, what does the FBI stand for? Fuck, I can't even remember that. I was gonna try and say FBI before you even pulled it up, but yeah.
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah, that's it.
I had to get the Hank Shredder shout out in the episode eventually.
Yeah. Human body for 12.
This is the longest artery in the human body.
The carotid artery.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
No.
I don't know what any of them
I
are,
believe
so...
I believe that's pronounced the aorta.
Sure. Unqualified bits for 800.
Alright. When referring to my celebrity crush and our Tajik personas, we call her by this alternate name.
Dual IPA.
What is it? Dual IPA.
Kanye lyrics for 8.
Alright. I was high when I met her. We was down in Tribeca.
You keep pulling out just insanely rare Kanye bars here. What is this? Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that.
Something with her skin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know it. I genuinely don't.
When I met her, we was down and tried. So you're just gonna take the hit?
Yeah.
She'll get under your skin if you let her. She'll get under your skin if you
Okay.
It's from his most popular songs.
The absolute most obscure Kanye lyric you've ever heard for 1200.
Beauty the Bomb met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm.
Said I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her? Yeah. Oh.
I can tell by your rock, I can tell by your charm. Farm girls,
fuck.
You got a flock.
Yeah, I don't know. It's from Gold Digger, I think.
Yeah, it is that. That is Gold Digger.
See, I was hoping you'd have the.
He take my money, and I'm in need.
No, I was thinking specifically you'd have yeah, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no. And then you just put that, and I'd have to say broke ninjas, but. Yeah, you're good cop. You wouldn't do that. It's fucking bars you've never heard for 16.
Oh boy. Let's get lost tonight. You can be my Black Kate Moss tonight. From Stronger.
Yeah. You can be on Black King Moss tonight. Um, man, I feel like I should actually know this one. Let's get lost tonight. Something about something being right. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna use my first skip.
All right, so you're not gonna lose any points. Play secretary. I'm the boss tonight. Y'all don't give a f what they all say, right?
Okay. And
Yeah, just with me.
yeah, and Kanye lyrics nobody could ever recite for 2000. We're just gonna finish that.
Good morning. Look at the valedictorian. Scared of the future while hopping the DeLorean.
Good morning, yeah. On this day we become legendary. Everything we dreamed of. Like the Fly Malcolm X by Annie Jeans. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you
I think I got that
scared or
right.
taking the hit? Scared to face the world, complacent career student. Some people graduate, but we still stupid.
Fuck, whatever. Alright, unqualified
Crawl your way
bitch
out of this.
12.
Right. While I shout out water before every episode, I refer to Tommy Boy's beverage of choice as this name.
Moo Juice.
Yeah, what is Moo Juice?
I call it Liquid Cow.
Moo Juice.
Games trivia for 4.
All right. These are the two greatest humans alive, I should say.
Who is Larry and Christy?
Abso-freaking-lutely. Love you, Larry and Christy.
Human body for 2000.
For two grand, 2 bands. This is the approximate lifespan in days of a red blood cell, and I'll give you within 20 days range.
Oh, of a red blood cell.
How long does the average red blood cell last in the human body before
35
Just-
days.
non-existent? Actually, 120.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, they're resilient.
Yeah. Human body for 16. Finish it off.
There are about this many bones in the adult human body.
208.
I'll give it to you. You're close enough.
Oh, I was gonna say 206, and I'm like, I think there's more. I think it's 208.
I'll give it to you.
Alright, man, unqualified bit, 16.
Two things you should run the board on. This is the first person I give a shout out to, and I'm doing my long chain of shout outs in every episode.
Shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out, yeah, it's Boat.
Mr. Boat. Shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out Chica Stan, shout out KFC Australia, shout out KFC Australian Girl, shout out Sean, shout out Beanie, shout out Milk, Moo Juice, I should say, shout out Water, shout out Chicken Burger, shout outs.
Can you believe it's been over
Ryu,
120
shout out Raw.
hours of content since you talked to Australian KFC girl?
That's crazy, man. Insane.
Yeah, games
Really,
trivia for 2000.
2000. In the Horseshoe era, this was undoubtedly the worst game to stock.
I would say Top Glow because the prizes fell off of the shelf a lot, but it could be Balloon Pop because of the grid wall that would never hold anything on it. Frankly, I think they're both valid answers. I don't see why I can't submit both of those.
Yeah, I said Balloon Pop, but I would have also accepted Top Low.
Alright, games trivia for 16.
16. I worked
3.
in games for about 2 years. 2
Oh,
years. 2023 to 2025.
dang. Already finished off games trivia. No.
This man comments on all of our videos, and we love him oh so very much.
Shout out Rob.
Shout out Rob, indeed. If you're seeing this part of the episode, Rob, we love you.
Finish it off. 2000. Unqualified bits.
We called foreign KFC locations requesting this to be delivered to us in America.
Oh man. God, it was like the chicken yummy burger or something. Or the crispy
Yeah,
yummy.
some sort of.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Some sort of chicken sandwich, or as they call it, a burger.
It was like the
You're
crispy yummy
walking out
chicken
of
burger.
and you're walking out of Unqualified Landy Boy Jeopardy number 11 with a grand total of 9,400 points.
Hell yeah. Now I didn't make
How you feeling, Tommy Boy?
good. I didn't make a Jeopardy because this was just sort of a spontaneous episode. But I wish I had one because they're pretty cool. Oh, I like that shirt. I got mine somewhere. I should wear it sometime.
Yeah, I had to break out the pink. I don't think I'm going to wear this to WWE on Friday, but I think I don't know what shirt I'm going to wear, actually. I don't know what my fit's going to be.
Dude, I still remember when Zach came up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you want a shirt?" I went, "Sure." He goes, "Okay, what size?" I went, "XL." He goes, "Okay," and just hands me one. I'm like, "Thanks."
I wear a size. Hold on, I can show you right now. I wear a size large in a shirt. Look at how oversized this one is on me. I'm pretty sure they gave me an XL as well. And I told them I wanted a large.
See, mine is an XL, and it's also like way oversized on me. It's a huge shirt. I'm drowning in that thing.
See, like I typically wear a size large. So, I mean, sure, this is like I've worn this out of the house a couple times. I think I look good in pink, but typically wear this just around the house. Like if I'm just staying home all day, I'll throw this shirt on.
I think you look good in every color.
Oh, you sly dog. I think I have a couple things in my show notes I need to.
I feel like I wrote something in my show notes.
Oh yeah, I was gonna show you. I was gonna show you something. So, you know the 24 hours of Le Mans, right?
Yes.
The endurance race. Have you ever heard of 24 hours of lemons?
I was just gonna say, have you heard of 24 Hours of Lemons? Because I thought you were gonna get into 24-hour Le Mans. I love the 24 Hours of Lemons.
I was gonna say I watched a 20-minute like solo documentary somebody made, just interviewing all kinds of people at 24 Hours of Lemons, and I was gonna ask you about this. So, the only criteria is the car you take to 24 Hours of Lemons must be $500 or less, including purchase price and upgrades.
Yeah.
You posted on your Instagram last year. You acquired 2 cars for about $100 each, right?
One of them is free. The other one was $200.
Okay, so you acquired, so technically you could say you got them for about $100 each and put the price down, right?
Sure.
Would you ever enter 24 Hours of Lemons, Tommy Boy?
Once I get the one running and actually in decent condition, I would 100% make the other one a total shitbox for the Lemons race.
Right, because I think all you gotta do is like put a roll cage in it and make sure it can run for 24 hours and just have somebody to drive it and boom.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the roll cage doesn't come out of the budget because that would like blow the budget no matter what. Yeah. That's a lot in steel.
Yeah. So I think if I remember correctly, they have it in 3 tiers. They have judges, whatever, who like rank your cars in 3 tiers.
Mm-hmm.
E tier is one of the judges are fully competent, can make it the full 24 hours no problems. I think B tier was the judges are semi-confident it can make it with maybe a few problems. And then C tier is one where it's literally just for fun. The judges are like, nah, that thing cannot run for the full 24 hours, but you can run anyway in the lowest tier.
Yeah.
If there was any way possible for you to enter 24 Hours of Lemons, I would love to see you do it. I feel like that'd be something you'd be really good at. Some road course racing, an absolute beater.
Imagine we put some Unqualified Show stickers on the car too.
Ooh. I've seen people like have fake like parody sponsors. So instead of IKEA, it's like Bad Idea Racing.
Yeah. I'm totally down for that.
Napa. Instead of Napa, it was Crappa.
Yeah, here's the thing though. I think I'd have to go around like local junkyards, right, to find the parts to build this into like a cool racing car, and I'd be like, listen, I need you to sell me this Honda motor for $8 because I can't blow the budget. But here's what I'll do. I'll put your business name and your phone number on the side of my car. If someone will buy something from you, it will cover the cost of this. I promise you. Just please give me this K24. I'm begging you.
I
Eventually,
love
someone would
the
be like, "Oh,
concept
you're
of
going in that Lemons race? Yeah, you take whatever you want, buddy. Just put a couple stickers on there for me, and then I'm gonna have a super fast Honda powered Pontiac."
I love the concept of just an absolute god awful car running an endurance race on a actual like professional road course. I feel like you need to rig something up like this.
What the fuck? Look up if a Pontiac Fiero has ever. Actually, that might be one behind it. Look up if a Pontiac Fiero's ever been in Lemons. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know what kind of paint scheme you'd go for, but
I probably wouldn't. It costs too much.
the paint it, yeah, probably would be too much.
Dude, so I got a couple of show notes I wanted to bring up.
I had one more I wanted to mention
Okay.
just briefly
Okay, you
before
can
we
do
get
that.
into. So about 5, 6, maybe 7 days ago, I had a really bad case of hiccups. It was lasting like for hours and hours and hours. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It all happens to us sometimes. Get hiccups lasting hours, it won't stop. I look up online some potential remedies to stop it, some ideas to stop it. One of the weirdest ones to see is you can just take a spoon, think like a teaspoonful of sugar,
Mhm.
and you know what, Tommy boy?
What?
It works. Next time you have a really bad case of hiccups, just go to your sugar bag or sugar jar or whatever you keep sugar in, scoop you out a teaspoon of sugar, throw it back.
So you know what I do? This is really weird.
What's that?
I heard someone say this once. Apparently, hiccuping is like a leftover, like, what do you call it when like your ancestors did something and like it just becomes a thing?
Right?
Yeah, like a genetic trait from when we were like fish, like evolving to come on land to hiccup so we could get air in. And if you just say, "I am not a fish," you'll stop hiccuping. And ever since then, anytime I hiccup, I just say, "I'm not a fish." And it stops. It works. I don't know why.
Real quick, I gotta go take an unqualified pee break, and then we can get into whatever you want to talk about next.
Fantastic. Guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I really like smoking weed. Like, something about it. It's just incredible. I love it. It's like instead of being mentally unwell and just being crazy and like taking medications that ruin my body, I can just smoke weed and I feel like a normal person, you know? Maybe not normal, but I feel good, and that feeling good's better than feeling bad, so I'll just keep smoking because I like to feel good. I'm looking at myself right now and I look so high. Like, my eyes are legitimately red. I don't know how I can, like, adjust the color on here, because maybe it is just my TV. I don't really use anything else to watch the videos. I might have to check on my phone sometime, but I swear I look pink as hell on here.
Hello, Tommy boy.
Hello, Landy boy. You're so
And
beautiful.
so, someone's pulling into the driveway right now. I don't know who that is.
So, anyways, the thing I had in my podcast topics was a list of dilemmas I've been writing, and I wanted to see what you would do in these dilemmas.
Oh boy.
So,
Right, that. I think it might be. Hold on, give me one. Okay, it looks like it is. I think we're. Yeah, it is. All right, never mind. I'm good.
You walk into
know who
an
it is.
empty. So you walk into an empty bathroom. Before you is 3 stalls, 2 normal and 1 VIP handicapped stall. But you hear a wheelchair, or you think you hear a wheelchair approaching from outside. Which shitter are you shitting in?
I mean, I was there first. I'm taking the wheelchair one.
Same, dude. Like, who doesn't want to go in the VIP shitter? It's yeah. All right. Number 2, the classic trolley problem, with the twist. If you leave the trolley on its course, you let an innocent doctor die, but you had no influence on it. If you switch the track, you'll kill 5 people. However, 2 of them are confirmed child predators. The other 3, though, are loving parents. Do
Oh,
you pull it?
oh, God.
You take 2 child predators out of the world, ruin 3 families, or you let a doctor die.
I think I do the moral thing and just like leave it be. I have zero influence on the person dying,
Okay, that's valid. And number
and
3,
I'd rather not
yeah.
ruin 3 families. Even if it doesn't mean eliminating 2 of the most vile people on Earth, I can't
But
ruin
but
3
all right,
families.
what if these like serial child predators and they've each ruined like 20 kids' lives and they're gonna ruin more?
I would consider. I mean, if they're just tied to the tracks, can I just like leave the predators there and then untie
You
the
don't have
parents
enough
after?
time. You like you're sitting there, you see the
After the
lever,
trolley
you
passes.
can.
After the trolley passes.
That's a good point. No,
After the
no
trolley
one,
passes, I just go
no
untie
one
the
ever
parents.
considered that you have to leave the other 5 there. Genius.
I think about this on a higher plane of thinking than everybody else.
Yeah. All right. And number 3, I didn't really write this one out too well, but I just want to see what you would do in this situation. You have AIDS.
How's that a dilemma? How is that a dilemma at all?
I was just writing these down, and I just thought it'd be funny.
I just I what do you do in that situation?
I don't know. I think they got medicine for it now.
I would hope. I mean, Magic Johnson survived it, so
Yeah.
take the medicine and hope I survive. I guess.
Okay.
Just do the opposite of whatever Freddie Mercury did.
I don't know if they had the medicine at that time.
Yeah. Shout out to Freddie Mercury, by the way, one of
Yeah.
the greatest humans to ever live.
Yeah. Man.
I didn't really come into the show prepared with too much.
Yeah. We still got an hour to fill, which is crazy.
I was crazy once. Okay, I'm done with that for this episode.
God. Oh, I got something I can talk about. I punched someone at work. just out of context, it sounds bad. You don't know this guy Wyatt yet, and hopefully you never do, but he's the most annoying person you could ever possibly meet, right? He's also fat, like most of his body isn't fat. He just has this enormous pregnant stomach. And anyways, so all 3 of us were up top, right? I was on Fireball, he's on Balloon Pop, Sean's on Register, right? So I'm talking to Sean, and he's trying to annoy us, and I'm just roasting the shit out of him all day. And eventually we're talking about wrestling, and he's like, "Oh, wrestling's fake." And I go, "Sean, give me that chair." I point at a wood chair in the corner, and he pretends to throw it to me. I didn't actually hit him with a chair. Uh, and then he's like, the bestest move you can do is just a spinning elbow. And we're like, no, not really. He's like, yeah, there's a reason it's illegal even in street fights. I'm like, there's no rules in street fights. That's why it's on the street. He's like, well, in like fighting, like it's illegal. You can't throw a spinning elbow because you'll just kill the person. I'm like, they're bad, yeah, but if I hit you with a liver shot right now, like it would cripple you. You'd be paralyzed on the ground for a minute. All right. He's like, oh no, dude, I got such a strong core. Like I'm just so strong. Like I wouldn't even feel it. I go, do you want to test that? He goes, yeah, hit me. It won't hurt. All right. Here's the thing. I didn't step into it. I didn't use my hips. I didn't lean into it at all. Didn't use any sort of momentum. I didn't even use proper form. I just went like that, just straightforward jab. And here's the thing. I'll move up a little bit. If you want to hit someone in the liver, you hit them like right here. Okay, I hit him like up here in like the meaty part of the sternum because I didn't want to actually knock him out at work. So I just boom, just hit him right. And he goes, oh, that hurt. And he like walks over towards Balloon Pop and he's just like hunched over on the table. He's like, yeah, that hurt a lot. He was just sitting there in pain, and I went, just so you know, that was terrible form. I didn't punch you as hard as I could have punched you, and I put no momentum into that. He's like, if you punched me any harder, I'd be on the floor right now. Like, I know, bud.
Are we talking a red tag, blue tag, or white tag here?
White tag.
Okay, I would hope. I
would never assault a minor.
That sounds like red tag activities.
No, this guy's
it's
just
almost
retarded.
hard to believe that it was a white tag. And I hope he doesn't see the show then, because that's...
Oh, he has no idea about it. He never will.
Unless we make it huge, which obviously he'll probably not.
I won't even be there at that point, so...
We're on the fast track to episode 50. Like, probably within the next month and a half, we'll be at episode 50. Probably within the next month, actually.
It's crazy.
Half month.
Yeah.
I forgot what episode we're on for today. We're on 46, so within 2 weeks, we'll be on episode 50.
Crazy.
Oh, man, I cannot believe it.
And you know what? That's halfway to the point where Mr. Beast says you got to start investing money. He said make 100 videos, then invest in your channel. So we got to make it to episode 100 and then go legit.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, 48 are only 48 are up because 2 and 13, but
yeah,
we've had a good streak. We went 30 something episodes, 33 episodes now if this stays up without getting an episode removed.
That's true.
Episode 2 will never see the light of day. Episode 13 could possibly see it with some revisions if I cut out the intro, or we cut out the intro that I led off with.
No, it wasn't the intro. It was me talking about, stuff.
Yeah. I thought my Karl Malone thing, were right off rip, I say Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old girl and got away with it.
I don't think that really has anything to do with it.
Yeah, here's your daily reminder. Anti-shoutout Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old when he was 20 years old, and he got away with it, and he got to continue playing basketball.
Yeah. Oh, I do got something cool to mention. So earlier I was talking about Walmart and how they fucked up my pants. Well, the first guy that never actually reordered my pants also gave me a $10 gift card thing for Walmart. So I used that on a 12-pack of Celsius, so it came out to a solid $8 for 12 cans. And, so I got a 12-pack of Celsius over there.
Alright. I need to check my email real quick to see if I've got any updates about that thing I ordered.
Okay. I'm really curious what it is.
I can tell you if I've got any updates.
Can I guess over 100 different things and you tell me if it's right?
If you guess over 100, you'll for sure get it.
Is it a pair of shoes?
No.
Is it a Penta mask?
No.
Is it a Sin Cara mask?
It is not.
Is it a Gold Dust outfit?
I wish, but no.
Is it a Stardust outfit?
It's not.
Is it a Dirty Dom outfit?
I don't even know how you do a Dirty Dom outfit. No.
Yeah, I don't know either. His stuff is pretty custom. Is it the Fiend?
It is not.
Is it Kane?
It is not.
Okay, is it an outfit of some kind? Does it have something to do with an outfit, or is it
Yeah.
okay? Is it a Sin Cara
Let
T-shirt?
me let me, let me cover up
Is it
the.
like a full Sin Cara jumpsuit?
That's when I placed the order.
That doesn't tell
I
me
don't know when it
anything
come
about
in.
this.
I'm just confirming to y'all that I made a purchase to
Okay.
cover up who it was from.
Man. Man. What could it be? Is it
I
like
will. I'll show you
is it
the
a Sin Cara outfit? Is it just pink Sin Cara, like the full fit?
and I'll show you the subtotal so
Oh
that can help you
gosh.
gauge your.
All right, $30. So it's gonna be like a singular item, not a whole fit. Uh, man, it could be another mask, which is what I'm thinking. But I guess a lot of them, and I didn't get it yet. So unless it's like the Boogeyman or like I don't know. Uh, man, is it a 12-inch strap-on?
I cannot confirm that. No, it is not.
I was gonna say can't confirm, but you can deny. But okay,
No, it's not.
is is it an 11-inch? No. Um, man, is it a Rey Mysterio mask?
It's not a mask. I can tell you, it is
Okay,
not a mask.
okay. Is it a Penta T-shirt?
No,
Penta gloves?
no.
Uh, is it a cape like the Undertaker wore in what was it, like '98?
No.
Uh,
We really sit here for the next hour just you guessing what it is.
I mean, yeah, this is what happened when we were watching AEW.
Sure. All right.
Is it? See, I feel like you would actually give me hints if I asked for them, but because I was such a dick to you about the hints, I feel like you purposely give me bad ones too.
Yeah, just because you were being an absolute prick about it and not giving me anything to work with, I won't give you anything.
So it's not a mask, but it is clothing related.
If you really want to know what it is,
I'll wait till Friday, of course, but
if you would give me a real hint, I'll give you a real hint. Because if you just said you want a hint,
I've given you hints. Okay.
you've given me anti-hint.
All right. I've given you the opportunity to ask for a decent hint that doesn't give it
And
away.
you didn't give it to me.
Because you ask for their full government name.
Give me an actual real hint that doesn't fully give it away. I just want one normal hint,
See,
Tommy boy.
I really, like, I don't think I could think of one. Like, what do you want to know about this person?
Anything.
Name something.
Anything. You decide.
You ask a question, I'll let you know if I can answer it.
Are they an actual wrestler? Are they a wrestler? Tommy boy.
Okay. No, they are not a wrestler.
Are they in the wrestling field though?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I said they had potential to be, I was not lying.
What does that mean?
If
What does that mean?
if I
Tommy.
look, if I explain that, it'll give it away. It's
Oh,
okay. So look, I told you that it's not a wrestler. Yours is clothing related, and it's not a mask. We've gotten to that. Is yours wrestling related or wrestler related?
mine is.
Okay. So it doesn't change anything of the course that I was on. Did you also get a Latino World Order shirt?
I did not. I That would have been good, but I did not get a LWO shirt.
Did you get an El
Because
Grande Americano shirt?
I should have, but no. What do you mean by potential to be a referee?
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Tell me. That's all I want to know. What does that even mean? What context do you mean has potential to be a referee?
Uh, Not just referee, just be in the wrestling world. I don't know in what position. Um, all right. I'll put it this way: this person has connections to someone in the wrestling world, and if they wanted to be in it, they could with a phone call.
This is making it even more difficult. I'm giving you thoughtful hints.
No,
My boy.
you haven't. You said it's not wrestling, or it is wrestler
Okay,
related.
It is wrestler related, and it's for a wrestler you and I both particularly enjoy.
Oh, you got a Jamie Hayter shirt, a Megan Bain
That's
shirt,
not Jamie Hayter. Not Megan Bain.
a
Not Mercedes Monet either. It's
I
not
was just
Harley
gonna
Cameron.
say.
It's not a female.
Okay.
It's not a female. I'll tell you that.
Oh wait, what's the Max guy's name? Let's go Max. Yeah.
It's not Max Caster, but it's
Okay.
you're
It's a Hangman Adam
cool.
Page.
It's not Hangman Adam Page.
Goofball Mike Bailey.
Absolutely not.
John Moxley, friend of the show.
I'm not giving that man any bit of my money until he drops
Okay,
the belt.
good. Oh man, not a woman. I think I'm on track with AEW, but we're going to WWE.
It's AEW, considering that's what you and me watch most
Okay.
together.
Hmm. Trying to think. Oh my goodness. Did you get like a Will Ospreay like aerial assassin jacket?
Not a jacket.
You got a Will Ospreay shirt? Did you get the Will Ospreay Krispy Kreme shirt?
Perchance.
Yeah. Let's go.
Perchance.
Okay, I love that. That's incredible.
All right, you cat out of bag for mine. So what's yours?
No. Mine's a way bigger surprise than this.
All's fair.
I've
All's fair, Tommy boy.
I figured out what T-shirt you're wearing. You're trying to figure out. I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I want the actual answer.
Stone Cold
You said it's
Steve
not
Austin.
a wrestler. You said
Yeah,
it's not a wrestler.
I did,
Stone
I
Cold
did.
Steve Austin is a wrestler.
I can't give you the real answer.
What do do they have connections to the wrestling industry?
It'll make sense when you see them.
I don't want it to make sense when I see them. I want it to make sense now.
Yeah, but it's just I can't.
Can you technically can?
No, it would literally ruin the surprise.
You think I care, Tommy boy? That's why I've been asking. That's why I've been drilling for information for the past like 3 days.
Like a week. I can't.
Why not?
It would. We've been over this.
I've already established I don't give a rodent's rectum about the surprise.
Yeah, but it would just ruin it. So,
I don't give a rodent's rectum about it being ruined either.
Yeah, but we do. So,
Are you sure this is somebody that I would know?
yes, you 100% know about this person.
How famous are they? Can I at least ask that? Like, how well known are they?
It's honestly not a metric that I know like off the top of my head. Like I don't know how many followers they got on anything.
Who would be somebody similar level of fame?
Again, if I don't know how famous this person is, how who am I gonna compare it to?
Oh my god, man! I don't. I just want to know.
Speaking of wanting to know things, I got a show note thing I wanted to bring up. I wonder if
Oh yeah,
any.
yeah. Just walk away from it.
Yeah, changing topics. I wonder if any of the kids from Harrison, the original elementary school I went to from first through third, ever think about me because I think about some of the people in that school sometimes. Like I think I spoke about this one kid. I think his name was like Vinny or something, but he legit had a triangular head like fucking Phineas. Like it was uncanny, like how weirdly shaped this kid's head was. Uh, there's this kid Giovanni. He was Chinese. Like he actually spoke a little bit of
Italian name?
yeah, and he actually like spoke a little bit of Mandarin. And whenever we were eating lunch, he would like if they had like baby carrots on the menu. This is disgusting, by the way. He'd like put them in his ear and like get a little bit of earwax out, and then eat the carrot.
What?
Yeah, yeah, he did. I remember first grade in the underground cafeteria because for some reason my elementary school had an underground cafeteria. I don't know why. It was a. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Just wanted to show that off. I finally found it.
Yeah, like it was a one-story school. All right, it still is actually. I've I drove by it when I was in Illinois for like the last time. It's still one story, even though they've added quite a bit onto it. But how do I describe the way it's built? So, like you walk in the front door, and you're immediately in a hallway that goes left to right, and then that goes forward into like a second set of hallways. It basically makes like a rectangle, and then there's like other buildings like sticking off the corners, and then in the back you've got like the playground. Um, if you go like to the left and then down and then like in like a right into like the second horizontal hallway, like 10 or 15 feet down on the left, there's a staircase, and I'm pretty sure there was a set of stairs that like went up to the roof, and then there's the set of stairs that go downstairs, and there was two cafeteria rooms and a game room. Uh, I don't know why they had it set up like that, but basically there was like the main big lunchroom where you'd sit, and then there was this little side room with like three or four tables in it, and you could also eat in there if you wanted, like just if like you and your friend group wanted to like sneak off and go in there or something if you were the first person to get in there. And then next to that there was another like small room like that, but it was full of board games that you could play like when you're done eating. It was pretty cool, but now that I think about it, it was weird that it was underground, but I bet it had something to do with like keeping the food cool and like not having to pay as big of a bill because when you're 5 feet underground, you're like a consistent temperature.
It's pretty smart.
That's just my theory about it, but yeah, I don't know. It was something.
Hey, that's just a theory.
A food theory.
A game. Oh, I forgot they had a food theory channel.
Yeah, and film theory and
I forgot all about
fashion
that.
theory and
Theory. I never watched Fashion Theory. I mean, the entire
I watched like one
the
video. It
entire
sucked.
company, the entire company went downhill since Matt Pat left. That's when I stopped watching. Is when Matt Pat left.
Yeah,
It's
hardest
not Matt Pat.
unsubscribe
It's
of
not
my
the same.
life.
Easiest unsubscribe in my life. Screw that. You're gonna get rid of the one guy that's like knows what he's doing at that channel that has any semblance of personality.
Yeah.
You know what the hardest unsubscribe in my life was?
What?
The Odd Ones Out. Whenever the Odd Ones Out
What?
started to suck.
I don't think he sucks.
Oh, he sucks now. He doesn't do his own animation anymore. He puts out like 3 videos a year. Other people do the animation for him. He just goes in and does the voiceover.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad though.
I think he sucks now. It's kind of lost the charm of so. Like once it became like a business for him, like he started making the TV show and merchandise and all that. That's when it started to go downhill for real. 2016, 2017, Autumn's out. One of the greatest YouTube peaks of all time. But current Autumn's out just doesn't feel the same.
You know what I don't think has gone downhill?
What's that?
Salad fingers.
I've not seen that in
So,
years.
so David Firth made the original, I think it was 9, in the series in the span of like 2 or 3 years. He made them like pretty quick. And then over time, he dropped 10 and 11 and 12, and I think now 13's coming out soon. But he drops them like every few years. Like it's just like a random drop, and you can tell that how like whatever software he's using to animate it or whatever is a little different, and it doesn't quite look the same, but the content hasn't changed, and it's still just such a good series, man. I love Salad Fingers.
You know who else never goes downhill?
Sky does Minecraft.
The let's say the Asdif movies, whatever you want to call
Oh
it.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Asdif. Like iconic, man. It's like they drop like once a year, once every 2 years or so now, but it's it's they're iconic. They're a big part of my childhood.
hmm
I personally am a big fan of Desmond the Moon Bear, of the Do the Flop guy. I like trains. Who parked their car on my sandwich is another one.
yeah.
Uh, the throwing cheese at the UFO one was a good one. The don't like the no, don't jump.
hmm
Pull out the camera. Okay, now jump.
Did you ever listen to your
Uh,
favorite Martian?
isn't that Ray William Johnson?
Yeah. In one
Man,
screw
yeah,
with
I've listened
two
to a
gold
couple of his
biddies.
songs.
Couldn't believe my eyes. In a contest, they win first prize, double D guarantee. I was checking the sides like
Yeah,
two
that Ray
beach
William
balls in the shirt
Johnson.
skies. The Earth and Mars having some fun. Not screw that. It's like two of the sun. Yeah, well, they made some
Ray William
bangers.
Johnson is just yeah he's doing TikTok videos and stuff now where he like tells like true like crime stories, but it's like funny. It's not like the stupid, boring true crime that every middle-aged woman in America loves. No, it's like actually entertaining. He doesn't drag it out for 50 to 60 minutes. He tells the story in like 6 to 10 minutes,
See, he's been
and
doing
it's
that
like
exact same
entertaining.
thing since 2005. Like he was like one of the original YouTubers that just consistently made like 2, 3 videos a day about like absolute nonsense or just random things that happen, and he's still doing it.
Yeah, shout out Ray William Johnson for just like existing. Shout out Fred, by the way. I thought about Fred
Yeah.
earlier. He's Fred. Now looking back, he absolutely sucks, and I
Oh yeah.
wonder how my mom didn't pull out every single hair in her head having to hear that voice when I watched Fred. But
Mhm.
he was, the guy that played Fred is gay,
Yeah.
and that kind of shocked me to find out when I was maturing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was joking earlier when
The
I said Sky does Minecraft. Uh, that guy is unfortunately
he,
taking a downturn. See the first girlfriend he had that he had his son Mason with. All right, I remember this back in like 2012. She ended up cheating on him with like all of his friends in his friend group back then, and yeah, and that really sucked because he basically like lost all of his friends all at once. So he had to get a whole new friend group in to make videos with, and none of them were anywhere close to as funny. And then somehow he lost custody of his son to that bitch. Uh, but that sucked. And then after that, he got a new girlfriend, was with her for a couple of years. There's some allegations of abuse. I never read into them, so I'm just gonna choose to believe it didn't happen. Uh, and now he does live streams, just playing like random video games. Recently, he's been playing Batman Arkham Knight. I popped into one of his streams. All right, had like 12 viewers. Comments are turned off, and like the only people allowed to chat are his mods, which is like 2 people. So it's just him chatting to his mods playing Batman, and it's not fun at all. It's like I don't know. I just feel bad for the guy. I still watch his
I
videos
would
though, like
say
his old ones. Like sometimes I'm going to bed and like I've watched every video I want to watch on YouTube. I'm like, you know what? Let's go watch some old mod showcases or epic parkour maps or whatever, and they're still fun.
Quebecop fell off, but I want to say he was never on. Quebecop was always overrated and never entertaining. I just want to put that out there.
Actually, I used to like
He's
him a
doing this
lot.
AI slop now.
I actually still have. I think when it was either when he hit a million. Yeah, I think it was a million subscribers. He did a limited edition drop of golden T-shirts with the Quebecop logo on it. I still have mine.
I was never a fan of his. I just now Azzy though. Whenever she was still relevant, she was
I
fine.
was never into her.
Hear me out, man.
I mean, like, yeah, I'll hear you
Me
out
out.
now, but like back then, I didn't think there was anything to her.
I've always thought she was pretty good looking. Her and Gloom.
Oh, speaking of
I
people
don't know
that
what you
fell
know about
off, you
Gloom.
remember McJuggernuggets?
Oh, I remember, yeah.
I used to love watching the Psycho series every time a video came out, all the way up till that series ended, and it was fantastic. And like, towards the end, it was like pretty obvious it was fake, but it was still really entertaining. But he's just kept making them and kept making them and kept making them, even though the gig has been up, and it's like, it's just not funny anymore. Like the bit ran out 10 years ago. But that was
Now,
a fantastic series. I loved it.
I do want to show you something, Tom, but this is how I realized I have a soft spot for women who are Asian, right?
Oh, hold on. Really, really quick. McJuggernugget's brother, his Twitter handle or whatever was like at Big Brother. He used to follow me on Twitter.
Oh.
Oh. I can see the vision.
Yeah, this is I've probably been watching her when I was about like seventh, eighth, maybe ninth grade. This is how I realized I do have a soft spot for some of the Asian ladies, some of the pretty fine ones, man. I mean, you see the vision.
Yeah. Crazy.
Shout out Gloom.
You know, it's crazy. You were talking about the vision, and I looked at my two Mankind masks, and I was just thinking, like, imagine me just giving devious back shots to a girl and we're both wearing a Mankind mask.
Oh man, how does that even cross your mind?
I just looked at him and I saw it in my head. I gotta make that happen now.
Now, Azzy though, I mean, you see the vision now though, right?
I'm kind of starting to unsee it actually. She's got some like
I
Eugenia
mean,
Cooney vibes to her.
oh man, that's a deep pull right there. It's a crazy pull.
Shout out Eugenia Cooney.
Remember when Azzy Land started making music?
No, I never watched that.
Yeah, neither do I. Now, you know who fell off?
Mm.
Lil Tay fell off. This Terra Lil Tay was hilarious. Lil Tay now is just...
She
I
still
don't know
makes
what
YouTube
happened.
videos.
She makes music now.
She posted a video, I think yesterday, it was called like How to Be Confident. It was just a stupid fucking video.
Now she'll go live on Instagram to somehow 100,000 viewers
Yeah.
just like talking or playing music. I mean, she made the first song she made was kind of catchy. It wasn't a great song. It was like manufactured to be catchy, but I'll tell you now,
I mean, I thought it was bad.
just kind of. I mean, it was. It gets stuck in. It's not a good song. It's not a great song. It gets stuck in your head though. But yeah, shout out to back to Gloom. Shout out to Gloom.
Yeah.
I'm running that
You know,
that I can talk about.
we're late enough into the episode that I know even if Beanie watches this, because he watches some of the videos, he'll never get this far into it.
Mm.
A couple days ago, he just randomly added me and Kaylee to a group chat with just him called the White Party and just sent a text and said, "Alright, so when's the party?" Now, the only other white party I've heard of, okay, two instances, is like during like racist times, you know, you had like white supremacists, and the other time is, you know, when Diddy would host his annual all-white parties. So I said,
There's
Beanie.
also Michael Rubin who hosts them too, and he invites a bunch of like celebrities to them. Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. So I was like, Beanie, you trying to be Diddy or something? What is this? And he hasn't said anything since, and the group chat's been completely silent. So I have no idea what that was about. That was just weird.
Yeah, he's not talked to me in quite a while. I don't know what's been going on.
Yeah.
How long have you been recording for, Tommy Boy?
2 hours and 20 minutes. You know, it's almost becoming tradition that we cut these like 2.5 hours. You know, could be another one of those just to make it not a yellow thumbnail.
I mean, we could. I've been trying to think of stuff we can do. I mean, unless you want to play some more Discord games, but that's up to you.
You know what? Let's browse through them. See what we got.
I do have to take another unqualified pee break because this water is running through me. You pick our game today, Tommy Boy.
Gotcha. Oh man, what? What are most of these games, dude? Rocket Bot Royale. What's Blazing Eights? Be the first to zero card. Is that just Uno? Not that much fun. It's just two people. We tried Poxel. Wasn't that good? That's just stupid. That looks stupid. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. We might have to try that one.
What are we doing, Tommy Boy?
So I've got two ideas.
Hey.
One of them, are you familiar with Gardic Phone?
Yes.
Alright, so I was thinking we could try that. There's also one, it's called Color Together. It's just like a paint by numbers thing, but I was thinking like we could do it where like you take even numbers, I take odd numbers, and we each just like paint our own half of the thing. See what happens, you know.
Gardic Phone?
Yeah, we can try it.
I'm aware of it exists. I've never played it.
Let's try it.
Is it a two-player game?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. Write and draw alternately until you reach the last turn. Or, all the actions are a mystery, drawings and sentences are hidden during the game. think we'll just try normal. See, yeah,
Yeah, that makes
this
sense.
game's better with like 4 players or more, but um, okay, I wrote a sentence. Uh,
Okay. Let's figure out what this dude looks like from memory. I didn't realize it's not a timer. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
oh, that looks a little questionable, but I'm gonna leave it. Uh,
Uh, oh my lord, we're running out of time.
all right, I'm done.
I am
This is certainly one of the drawings of all time.
struggling.
Okay.
I'm about done. I swear. I'm just. It took me a second to figure out how this thing works.
Uh, yeah. All right.
Bang. At the buzzer.
Wow. Sure. Uh, Homer Simpson eating uranium pellets.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know why he's
Looks like a
naked,
duck,
but
but
I forgot his hair too. So that I thought you both went with eating.
yeah.
What?
Look, there's not that many colors available, alright? And Kenny Omega has a very hard to draw face. He's very thick and veiny all over.
Oh my! This is fantastic. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's right. Not very good with uh drawing
Yeah, I feel you.
this type of. Yeah, I'm not very good at all with drawing automobiles.
I'm not very good at drawing.
Okay, it looks
Got it.
awful, but it is what it is.
Oh, mine's even worse.
I guarantee you it's not.
You'll see. This is pretty good. That's kind of what he looks like. Just
Oh
wait
boy,
till you
I'm
see
scared to see what
this.
you come up with.
That's the best I could do.
That, I don't even know if that PG is a true thing.
Yeah. It's, that is truly something.
That was awful. Oh my god. This might be the worst thing you've ever come up with.
Yeah.
Well, you can access the color wheel though to get accurate colors, right?
Yeah, I don't got time for that.
Kenneth Omegatron is taking me out.
Kenneth Omegatron.
This is one of the ideas. Don't know how you come up with this idea, Tommy Boy. This is
I don't know how you came up with this one. Oh, shoot. Fuck, I'll make that work.
that's what I forgot to do my own head, so that's great. I ran out of time. I don't know how you got yours so detailed.
Oh,
My head's a different color. My head's an
okay.
entirely different color because I forgot to do my own.
I just went crazy with the drawing. So, Landy Boy naked, benching
Seriously,
Kenneth
this is awful.
Omegatron also naked. I mean, that's
I didn't
one
have
of the
enough time.
drawings.
It definitely exists.
My black friend escaping jail. Dude, wait till you see this. There's a cop pointing a gun at him. Dude, I put
I
so
love
much
this so
effort into
much.
this.
I can tell. I love the rope coming down at a 90-degree angle off of the building.
Yeah, it happened like that, you know. Uh,
What is this?
what is this, dude?
We both went for the absurd, it looks like. I'm not even a question. Yours.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just like mentioning all the people that we've talked about on the show today.
Alright, I got mine. Actually, not really. Hold on. You get. Uh. Uh. Right. Yeah.
Give it a little bit of time left. Throw this and this. Yeah, this looks awful.
That's fine. So imagine getting eaten by a bear on top of a moving plane. I like it. That's good.
I tried. The one here looks awful, but
On boat in a boxing match with Kaylee as the referee. Beanie's obviously the fatter one. It's just I have no idea how to accurately draw this. I didn't draw Kaylee wide enough to put stripes on her, so it is what it is.
what? Why are they in like a pit?
I tried to make a ring like at the last second.
They're going bare knuckle in the pit.
No, they got gloves on. See, their hands are puffy.
They're wearing skin-colored gloves. Okay.
It should. Yeah. Do you want to wrap this off with some coloring? Want to do some paint by numbers?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. We can always come back to this in another episode.
Here we got like 20 minutes left, so try something cool.
That was fantastic. I love that.
All right. Call it now. Do you want odd or even?
Odd.
Okay.
Older together.
Oh, I get to pick what we're drawing? We got one. Alright.
Oh boy, what is this? Oh my lord. Ooh, okay, so the zoom in is very weird.
Oh, wait a second. Do you not get to pick the color? Do you have to put the actual one they selected? Oh. Oh, that's lame. I thought we'd be able to, like, custom color this and make something fucked up by the end of it. Okay, I get it.
I thought I was odd.
Yeah, I'm doing even.
Why does this hat blue? What is this?
I don't know. Something.
I have no clue what I'm looking at right now.
Me neither.
This is certainly one of the activities we've ever done.
Yeah, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, this is. I don't get it.
Me neither. I thought we'd be able to, like, you know, fuck this up on our own, but no, it's like we just gotta just tap on stuff.
Black Santa?
Oh, they really pulled a Black Santa on us? Alright, well, I'm done. Wait, no, I'm not. Where do I have an 8? Oh.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the activities we've ever done.
Yeah. You know, maybe we should try something else.
Zoom
This
in.
kind of sucks.
Why is the zoom in so sensitive?
We could try. Let's try Wordle.
Oh, Wordle.
Okay. Dang.
Ooh. Hey. I know all the letters that are in it.
Oh. I got it.
Okay, so I'm on my last leg right here. S blank O-R-T. Not short. R-T? Blank O-R-T?
If you don't get this. I figured it out off of strip.
I'm a retard.
Okay.
It took me a second. I forgot P was in it.
Now what? Does it start over? Or.
Well, Wordle, I think, is only once a day.
Oh, really?
It's one of those
Lame.
once a day games. What we got here?
Yeah, you can pick the next one.
Uh, I feel like what's something good that works with two people?
I don't know. There's not many of them. What's this? Mission Impossible something with like a bomb you gotta defuse. That looks kind of cool.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun
Uh,
dun.
what?
What are we doing here?
I have no idea.
Can you see what I'm doing?
No.
Combination safe. Yeah, this is dumb.
We'll figure it out.
You figured it out?
No, no, we'll figure it out.
Pretty sure it's on a timer.
I think it's just counting how long it takes us to do it.
Oh. Alright, how do you even use a tool?
That's what I can't figure out.
I have no clue. Hey. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Me neither. But like, might figure it out eventually.
I don't think I will.
What if we do?
Have you figured anything of it out?
No. Alright, what I don't get is that nothing in here actually has to do with the puzzle, and you can't use anything.
It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I think we can just maybe we can just quit. I don't think we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, I'm quitting. Screw that.
Yeah, should we just call it a little short? I mean, we tried.
I mean, we're sitting at about like 10, 15 minutes short, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's short. Oh boy, that's great. That's great, Tommy boy. Thank you for that.
Yeah, gotta do it once per
Shout out Bo,
episode.
shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out Tajikistan, shout out KFC, shout out KFC Australia Girl, shout out Tajikistan, shout out Beanie, shout out Mike, shout out Rob, half shout out Kaylee,
Full
shout out
shout
Jimmy
out.
Hater, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Jimmy Hater, shout out Jimmy Hater, shout out Will Ospreay, shout out Jimmy Hater, shout out Kenny Omega, shout out Jimmy Hater, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Jimmy Hater one more time. You got anything you want to say, Tommy boy?
Shout out Jamie Hater, full shout out Kaylee, and
Ow.
I guess like 8 more shout outs to Jamie Hater, honestly.
And then just to balance that out, anti-shout out to Kaylee for saying she hates me, even though I don't know how she feels yet. Then again, she hadn't talked to me in 5, 6 months. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure
all that
you
being
said you
said,
hated her too, so.
well, I said that I hate her because she said she hates me first.
Okay.
Just saying.
I don't know if that's true.
Anyway, remember to use your signal, tip your waiter, and let's say suck. And also remember, someone you know right now is probably in witness protection.